Who's still on the phone?
Who just went missing? Jordan. What's up, ladies? How y'all feeling?
Fine.
We hit
how are
record.
you?
We hit record, so you mean?
Hey, I'm Tony B.
I'm Jim Bunny.
And I'm Brittany. And we are the Group Chat Live. Come to y'all straight out of Houston, Texas.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Why they get the intro on our podcast before we?
Yo, listen, no,
Go ahead.
listen. It's ladies first, right? Ladies, we try to be gentlemen today, especially since we got a bad rap out here in these streets. We try to be gentlemen out here.
We heard.
Do we?
We try to be gentlemen out here.
So we heard.
Our podcast is elite, right? What you talking about?
Hold on, we're gonna get to the smoke. Hold up. So this is Brothers Talking Shit podcast, episode 87. I am the Flush Man, also known as the Fat Boy, also known as the man who got no problem calling you broadish, and I'm the FBFG Fat Boy Fly Guy. Holla at me.
And I'm Rel, aka Iceberg Shorty. That's it. That's all I want to be.
Why don't
Iceberg.
you come on the other side of the cord?
And it's your guy, Cool Mike, a.k.a. Dr. Mike, also known as the People's Podiatrist, a.k.a. your favorite foot doctor. Call him Saturday Night Mike, Crypto Cool, Dropship Shorty. I'm pardoned from the pod tonight, coming to you from the Prophetic Podcast, and we just some brothers talking shh.
With your cool ass.
Here.
I always have to come after this nigga with the greatest fucking intro on the planet. But anyways, it's your homie Boy Jew, aka the Charm God, aka Juice, aka the Big Beard Bandit, the Big Beard Bully, the coolest nigga you know. I'm gonna hold my nuts. I can have any woman I want and how many I need at any time. I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna talk about that today, hopefully. Anyways, I'm just bullshitting, but I'm not bullshitting.
I'm just bullshitting, but I'm not bullshitting. No,
I'm just bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting. Nah, but yeah, I'm ready to talk some shit. Glad to have everybody here, man. Safe. You know, glad everybody's well. More than anything, you know. For real.
Jordan.
Oh, I don't have a thing. So it's Jordan, JV, just 2 letters. I'm here on time. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Right, I thought you was out here before 9.
Right.
No, this is us.
Anything before 9 is a plus. What's up? What's up, ladies? What's going on? Hold on. Before I start, I got to shout out my Baltimore family, mom and pops, Cool, Jordan, Danielle, best friend Mike, cousin Lau. I came down and risked our lives to spend the weekend with my brother. So we got some time in as a podcast. We couldn't get Juice there, but we're gonna figure that out next time. But you know, just getting home. So I want to shout out show a little Baltimore love. Definitely had a good time this weekend. Considering. All right, man. How y'all dealing with this corona situation? I hear some of y'all talking about your nails ain't getting done. You know what I mean? The lashes ain't where they supposed to be at. So how y'all just...
I am struggling. I got one left on this hand. One left. I got a whole hand on this one now. Just one on that. I'm working up.
You got a mean 6 though, right? You got a mean 6 fingers.
You got 4 in the pocket.
Right.
I don't have no lashes, no nails. I need to get a pedicure. When Boosie said that shit on his live the other day about you because it's quarantine and y'all feet ain't done, I just went in the room and sit down. Like, nah, nigga, my feet ain't done. I missed my appointment, but I'm about to go get my feet done next week.
I took my ass straight to the barbershop Saturday morning.
I'm counseling tape.
I'm going on Wednesday. My barber's still open.
Oh, my nails are done though. I went before.
And you got a hair appointment this week.
One chair. It's one chair.
I have a hair appointment this week. My eyebrows are done. I'm ready.
But we good. We maintaining in Houston. We are doing social distancing. We haven't been nowhere. But we cannot wait to hear the DJ say, all my single ladies, raise your hand in the club. We can't wait to stand on somebody's section, drink out of the Hennessy bottle, all the good shit. But
It's going to be a long time.
It's going to be a long time for that to happen.
It's going to be a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
No.
My dreams are so crushed by that because I really like to get outside.
No. It's gonna be June, bro.
I mean, I think you could.
I could deal with
It's gonna be like July, bro. Cause like
yeah,
right
that
now,
too.
God damn.
If you
It
That's
ain't
early.
even ran through Texas yet. What are y'all talking about?
yeah,
Y'all know how big Texas is? It ain't ran through Texas yet. We talking
Right.
about
It's pretty bad.
Atlanta,
Well, it's
Chicago,
kind of
Detroit.
it's bad here. Like our rate is going up here, and like in Dallas, they had to shut the parks down because the niggas
Yeah.
just weren't listening. So shout out to my city. I'm from Oak Cliff. Shout out to my city, but they not listening in Dallas. So when y'all hear this tomorrow, when they post it, sit y'all asses down, go home, find your nigga. You gonna figure out if your nigga wants you. If he don't want you, you gonna find if your bitch can cook. If she can't cook, can she
Right.
wash? Does she keep a clean house? You know, house can do a 15-minute cleanup, but can her house stay clean for a week?
hey,
Right,
just
and
have
I-
them both, fellas. Just take them
Hey,
both.
listen.
Take
How
'em both.
deep?
Oh, your side bitches is crazy right now. How is it out there for the side bitches? How
No,
y'all
it's not.
doing?
It's they're doing good. They're getting paid. They're getting visited. They're
What,
getting
did you-
dick. They're doing
You
good.
get the updates on your phone.
Niggas is risking
Yeah,
their
I got,
lives.
yeah. I'm running the little hotline and everything. Like, hey, you get you everything. You got what you need. You straight.
You running the hotline. You got everything you need.
Niggas ain't shit.
This
Niggas
nigga tripping, man.
go over there
It's
and
risky.
catch corona
It's
from
risky
this.
enough. It's risky enough without the coronavirus in the air. Like, you better really know who you dealing with in these
Yeah,
days and
bitch.
times.
Bitch gonna get real upset.
Nah,
Yo,
the only
If that
thing is
payment
like,
don't hit the fucking
Bro, I went
cash
to
app. Oh,
yeah, I went to the market yesterday. It was so bad. The girl asked, cause she helped me with my bags, bro.
huh? No,
The market.
ladies, we are in a time of quarantine, but don't be that desperate. Don't be that fucking desperate.
She was like, you need help with your
Don't be
bags?
are
to the
y'all
car? I was
really
like,
in a
damn,
time
you
of
all right?
quarantine, or are y'all in a time of reset? Because I think y'all in a time of reset. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean. The strip clubs is closed. Look, when the commodity of pussy isn't being sold, it's a real big issue. That
Is
ain't
it
getting
not being?
sold.
Is it not being sold?
Man, it ain't not the way it was.
Right.
Not at the rate it was, apparently.
I'm seeing Instagram of like women just in the club, like foreign countries where they sell pussy. They just sitting there like, what are we gonna do? I don't know. But you know what? You gonna have to go home with somebody now.
But what I am loving about it is that on Instagram, a lot of these small businesses are giving good classes out. Like today, I took a wig class that I think I signed up for it. Initially, it was regularly $1,200. I got to take it for free today.
Oh,
The
that's
girl
what's up.
gave the class away for
That's
free.
what's up. Look at you,
Another
Tony.
class,
Okay,
like
Tony.
business classes. Tomorrow I'm gonna take a class on stocks. Adobe is giving away those. The thing is like regular $1,000. You can pay like $35 and get it now. This is your time to get your business together.
Hell
You need to
yeah.
do 5 goals every week for your business. Sitting down and saying, what can I do these small goals? I need to research this. I want an LLC. Y'all don't have nothing to do with y'all money right now. You're gonna get a stimulus check and your income tax. A LLC can run you somewhere between like $300 to $500. You can save your hookah money, save your Hennessy money, save your section money, and go ahead and get your business legit. Maybe you need to do some advertising. Take a Canva class. If you don't have money to buy ads, you need to get on Canva. Pay $5.99 on your cell phone every month. Sit your ass down on your iPad, your cell phone, or your laptop. Make you some templates for your Instagram. It is time to get your business in order. It's pretty much like God said, I'm going to give y'all a pause, get y'all shit together. Y'all fucking up.
Yeah.
Now get it
Oh.
together and bring it back.
Pause.
I believe that.
Go
I
ahead,
receive
Tony.
that,
That's what I'm talking about, Tony. That's what I'm talking
That
about.
was she was
Hey,
cooking.
this
That was a
this
cook.
picture back here was done on Canva, so I'm glad you said that. You can do shit like that on fucking Canva, Tony.
That shit
That's dope.
jiggy, bro. That
We're
shit
going to work
jiggy
this
as well.
tonight. We're going to work this tonight. We're going to work on it tonight.
Why does it look like you're floating though?
Who, Juice?
Who?
Yeah.
That's
Man, when
another
you
class.
I'm the charm guy. I'm the
You
charm
waving.
guy.
You don't know
I'm the
waving.
charm guy.
That's a hell,
Oh, anyway.
that's a hell of an answer too.
He don't walk.
No,
I don't
but
walk,
it's
I
what-
just glide through and shit.
The ground
What y'all
is
doing up there? Because we keep seeing cameras and stuff from like New York and
Hey,
places up
they
there. How
just-
bad it
Oh,
is.
they tripping. They still
our
tripping.
our
up there.
governor just shut the state down. Like
8 o'clock.
We got
20
8 o'clock
26
curfew.
minutes ago.
Damn.
We
8
go,
o'clock curfew.
You go to the.
Yeah.
I went to the store and the police was stationed at the store, basically, you know, in preparation for when 8 o'clock kicks in, because you can't be out.
Damn.
Oh
Well, they
shit.
Yeah, not the
They was
National Guard. National, it was it was like Baltimore City, Baltimore County police.
They was tripping
Damn.
out.
I don't know what we do because in Houston, I was out last night at like 1 in the freeway, just people just going by.
Yeah,
That's
they
how it
ain't
was.
really.
Up here, they
doing
finna
so.
shoot your ass. You do that shit.
Driving down the C-Rail, it was like nothing out there on a Saturday morning. It wasn't nothing out there,
Yeah.
but like 18 was.
Now I
Support
don't
your
even know if
black
you be able to make that move now, Nee. Like you probably just made it.
Right. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
glad I got to
Right.
get that in real quick. But they was tripping out here because a lot of these cats was getting Airbnbs and having house parties, and the neighbors was complaining. Yeah. That's the major thing out here. Like they get Airbnbs and having parties and disturbing these neighborhoods and stuff. And that's like a thing that they was talking about this week as far as out here and shutting that down.
I just don't think it's being treated with the respect. That
Nah,
it
tell them
deserves.
again, bro.
Right,
Say it
we
again.
was wilding, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, like I had 11 people in my house, then I had 13, then we had like 7, right? And everybody was just around, like being us, right? But it's just like, damn, you just don't know who else somebody else came in contact with, and like I didn't get to kiss my baby. You know what I'm saying? She was here. I was like, I can't do it.
Yo, bro,
That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got cussed out today.
yeah.
A Jordan little daughter, boy. She got one of them little mean faces, but she a little sweetheart.
Yeah.
She got one of them faces though.
My
She got one
mother-
of them faces. She look at you.
Hey, your mother got me in trouble today, bro. She was like, "Why'd you have the babies out?" I was like, "Man, we family. You don't know where everybody been at." I was like, "All right, damn."
I actually want to touch on something you said, Tony. I think this is a reset, and I think I'm seeing, niggas ain't really never had shit. So to us, it's like as we progressed on in middle class, this shit's nothing. I mean, I really, not to make it a race thing, but white people are scared out of their fucking wits because, they're dying, they can lose shit, the market changing. So if you independent, if you doing something, if you can do something where you've been mobile, I mean, this is the time to make money. Like I got a homie, I shouted him out today on Instagram, but I don't know if y'all could even see the shit. I don't even think, damn, okay, it's coming in a little bit. It's fucking up my little shit, but it's called Brob. I've tagged it on Instagram. Anybody that follows me can go check it out. But it's a beard bomb. This dude independent. He boxing the shit out of his crib, but it's sterilized and shit, and he's sending it out. Mail's still going, so he can make money. Anybody else creative.
Yo, send me that link
you
too.
can do shit. I'm gonna send it to you.
Let
Let me see if I can put it in my.
He need that shit.
Yeah,
Yo,
Neef,
don't
on
be
the
that
side.
I wasn't
you
even
need
talking to you, yo.
Yo,
Who?
nah, but on the side, Neef, you need it on the side for real. No bullshit.
We're not going to, first of all, when it's family business, we're not going to do that, though, dog. This
On the
is what we're
joint,
doing.
right
Hold on, let me
You-
know.
Nigga, you said it. Why you say something? You supposed to be quiet.
I said something at the house. Nigga, you don't say nothing.
No, but you supposed to text Juice like, yo, send me the link. You gonna say, send me the link.
In front of everybody.
You gonna get with me.
But no, that's me too. That's me too. For me, for my business, I'm running a wig special. You can get $150 Bill John wig, BYOB, bring your own bundles. Sweet $60 quick fixes. I have my own lace glue, so you can purchase my lace glue. And my own bonnets, which is the after slay line. So if you want your hair to stay nice, bonnets, do-rags, things like that. I am gonna still honor appointments come May. So like, it's money to be made. We're working on Genie business this week, and then we're gonna get travel next week. So we're gonna make money doing this. We're gonna make sure.
Where your do-rag and bonnet spot at? You know what I'm saying? I got a kid who need a do-rag. Send me your link.
For real? Okay, let me send you one, because they real.
Send me. I need a do-rag too.
Yo, my son is do-rag shorty. Speaking of the devil, come here.
There you go.
Mine too.
You got 2 hours.
Mine too.
Jordan.
Speaking of the devil.
Hey, Jordan, you got 2 hours.
He'll never take it off. Like,
Mine too. Send me the link.
They say wave check. They say wave check.
Wave
No,
check.
listen.
Wave
Nah,
check.
he got check. I never seen them shits.
No, he better not take that joint off.
The wave reveal.
It better not be bullshit.
Hey, boy,
Oh,
got
shit.
the wavies.
He's spinning.
Them shit's laid. Them shit's laid, boy.
No, hey,
Yo, if he would have pulled that shit
I
off,
see you.
if he'd have pulled that shit off and they was bullshit, I'd have been tight, bro.
I'm tight because the whole weekend I want to take his hat off. The whole weekend I'm like, yo,
The nigga
bro,
don't take it
grab him.
off.
I want to take his
He
hat
said
off.
he said he wasn't right the
Wasn't
weekend.
ready. We
Yeah.
get our hair cut on Saturday. He need another day to get it back right.
The
So
nigga
the
said he
barbershop's
don't.
open?
I
Not
know
all
my
of
barber very well, and we
Yeah.
barbershop.
I
My
got
barber-
yeah.
my
So
So
barber-
I work
my
from
barber-
home, and I can't have this looking
Yeah.
well. I do video conferences. 2 or 3 times.
My barber called
So
me
you take
today.
your hat off.
Pull me because I'm bald.
Yeah.
I'm hat fishing.
I like that. I like
I'll
that.
throw it.
I like that. I'm gonna
I'm
take
bald
it.
though. No, I'm bald.
I'm
though.
gonna take it.
I'm bald.
And you
Come
got
on,
your
man.
shine.
Hey, I'm
And
bald
you got
too.
your shine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
Bald.
Understand.
Y'all never take y'all hats off.
I love hats and I'm bald.
I wear hats on weekends when my joint need. I feel like I need a cut, so I throw my hat on.
Hey, I pay $80
Look
to
at
get
y'all
my
pee
beard
hat.
and shave.
Look at y'all pee hat.
Okay.
I know.
She said it's okay.
What's okay?
Yeah,
What? Who got a me?
I got it.
What she say?
P hat.
Oh, he had.
Pee hat.
Oh, Pete. Oh,
For the Pirates.
What's
Yeah.
the P? Port Arthur?
We wasn't thinking about
yeah.
it.
Put off the. Hey Jordan, we got 2 hours. We got 2 hours of this, cousin. I'm not gonna let you rock. Like, please believe that beard shit. I'm gonna get you back for that though before we done with this shit. I
Nigga,
swear.
you put yourself out there. I just was
Hey,
making
so
I
sure.
said, give me the link.
I have a question. Why do we have a bad rap, Neef? What's up? Why do we have a bad rap? We bad in the streets out there.
No.
Cause
No,
you
no,
went
no,
on
no, no.
you went on a world tour last week. I heard.
He did go on the world
Yeah.
tour. What he did was said the things that a lot of women are afraid to admit, and it shit
Oh yeah.
Ow!
Tony,
Oh, no, I wasn't mad
I
at
take
him.
Talk
2
your shit,
wigs, 4
Tony.
bonnets, and I'll
Let
buy
her
it today.
talk. Let her talk.
I mean, wait.
Let her talk.
You can
In
tell me.
perspective, what you said should have came from a woman, because from a man, it holds no barrier. It sounds egotistical. It makes you sound narcissistic, and it makes you sound like you don't have compassion for a woman. Now, it is true. You got one nigga that
early too.
love the most, and if
Hey
he
man.
fucking with the same bitch, it's the conversation of how she look. But I
Hey
ain't gonna never
man.
stand up and tell the public, oh, that bitch look better than me. I might call Jeannie on some drunk shit. Yeah, he
Hey
fucking
man.
because she
She cooking, bro.
or she feel this kind of way. You gonna say that shit to your homegirl, maybe your sister. You might not never even speak that shit. That's a conversation you have with you in the mirror. But for a man to say it, that's why they was mad at you. Ain't no grown ass woman gonna admit that she compared herself to another bitch your nigga was fucking on while he was with you. In your mind,
What's the
ain't
cash app?
nobody ever have you there. My cash out experience 15.
Yeah, text that.
Right.
Tony,
That was
can I
the-
clarify? Tony, can I clarify what I was saying too? And I want to say, I want to be more lenient this time around because I must say this. No. Listen. Because listen.
Can somebody do a rap of what actually was said?
I'm gonna say that. My first priority is the black man. It is I'm not a black woman. I'm not in the communion. So she won't listen to me. What I was really I was talking to black men, and I knew black women was gonna get involved. But I need black men to give up the guilt and just start being honest. What I was saying was the issue at its core with black women specifically, but all women, but specifically black women, is sisterhood. And it's like you want what your sister has. Let's say you have 5 friends and one chick gets married. It seems like she's leveling up. In our community, we say when you're getting married, you're better than her. No, but you're not better than her. You're not necessarily leveling up per se. You're just getting with somebody to start a new life. And I feel like with our sisters, it's like, I want what she has. So it comes off as envious and jealousy, but it really becomes a question of why I didn't get it. Why that could have been me. I've done everything. But I broke it down to, you probably could get what she have, but the type of guy that you may settle down with, you don't really want to fuck with. Like women, to me, I feel like a woman she'd rather be happy and in some sort of conflict, whether it's negative or positive, versus content and unhappy. So it's like, in a nutshell, you end up chasing the same type of nigga, and niggas are sharing these girls. So it's like, instead of looking at that man, first off, that man need to be honest on what he's doing. And he, because men don't choose the way y'all think. We really can't pick one. A nigga can share 2 or have 2 or 3 women because he likes them all for different reasons. But when a woman sees you doing that and she makes you choose or wondering why you're not choosing, she starts to think, is there something wrong with her? And I'm here to say today, sister, it ain't your vagina, it ain't your looks, it ain't your education. There's nothing wrong with you. You are fine. Nigga, everybody know you fine. It's that nigga he cannot choose between y'all. and most men can't. There's certain things we like in certain women, and that's just what it is. So at the end of the day, I was really talking about men just need to be honest and be men, and that shit help us when we fuck with more than one woman. I'm being honest with you. I think our testosterone levels up. We get confident. That's where the BDE come from. Y'all talk about the big dick energy. It comes from, I've been able to do this. I know what I like in a woman. On that pursuit, you have a purpose. You can find your purpose. Women, however, just need to understand that y'all generally like the same things. And it's okay to admit that. Maybe you're not married, but you like fucking that married man. Just be honest and say, I like that shit. I like what he doing. I'd rather give him my pussy than this simp ass nigga in the bottle section chasing the other nigga. That's all I'm saying.
So, ladies, how y'all feel about Brittany and Jen? How y'all feel about previous comments or comments that you made right now?
I don't know how I feel.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know how I feel because sometimes women, like he said, it's a sisterhood thing. But if you see a bitch dating your nigga, you gonna jump on that bitch. Most females jump on that bitch versus going to that nigga. You will ruin your friendship, but keep that nigga that did you wrong. So
well, first and foremost, you've said a lot. So I want to know, like, what point was you trying to make? Like, what is the basis of the point that you were trying to make?
All right, let me say this. It was really for men. Again, it's for men. I mentioned women because I don't think men really understand how y'all operate. So when we lie to y'all, we really don't understand how detrimental that is. What you're telling her is like, you're better than the other girls. I chose you because you're better than them. And what that does to her from a security standpoint is larger than what we can fucking understand. And in a nutshell, if you just honest and until she feels like she don't want to fuck with you no more, you probably really can tell her, hey, I'm fucking with this, but I fuck with you. And you give her that option on what she wants to do. But in a nutshell, the truth is, manhood is a spectrum. So a nigga that's not really fucking around with women like that, and he just fucking with you, and he makes you his purpose, when you leave, he has nothing. This is when they start talking about men fall harder. It's not that men fall harder, it's just that you become the purpose. So when you leave, what else is he gonna do? It take him a while to come up. I'm saying, hey, hoeing, I was at my most confident. When I was hoeing, I was at my most confident. And nobody could tell me shit. And I didn't have my purpose in a woman. I did what I wanted to do. And so, but I also saw that women like that shit. The women were attracted to that. Even my wife, like, treated me the best.
Your point is very valid. Your point is very valid. Men have to be honest, have to set the standard in the beginning. If you tell me in the beginning, hey, like, case in point, friend here, she tells her niggas, like, hey, I have multiple dudes. I like you. I might like you the most, but I have other dudes. And she put that on the table in the beginning. That gives you an option to say, hey, do I want to leave or do I want to go? So if you give me an option to make a decision on my own, when the opportunity presents itself and you might have looked around on somebody else, because I made that option to be with a nigga that said, hey, I might fuck around, I have to deal with it. I can't come back and compare myself to the woman. I can't say nothing because I chose to stay in it.
But it don't work like that.
It don't work like that. You can be
said
it's said to being done, but it's you can't be mad at yourself. Like if you know your nigga gonna have multiple bitches, and he tell you in the beginning, hey, I already know I want to have a girlfriend too. I want a wife and I want to have a girlfriend. If you know your mission in that relationship is to be his wife and you know you can't deal with that, leave then. Don't fall into the ego thing. A lot of women fall. Amanda still says it. The ego.
They don't say that off front.
But that comes with.
That's the problem.
Question.
I think that's what Juice's point. Like, even when we talking about this, my son, 11, 12 years old, that's what I want to teach him going into his teenage years. You got to be honest and up front early in life. If you do that, you're not getting no windows busted out. You're not getting tires flat. Just honest.
You can't take that. No.
You can vibe out crazy. You combine, so he got to choose. That's the whole point. Juice's point is, I'm going to teach my son the way I teach my daughter. Ironically, I'm going to teach my son. He chooses, right? So if you sense crazy with the truth, then that's somebody that you shouldn't even be messing with. You can sense a window buster.
Right.
I done had people I messed with that done bust windows and didn't with me, because that's not the energy I give off.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Early
You can't
on,
sense that shit. People give you signs.
People get something your ego makes
that's
you
the
think
point.
you can change
That's
it.
the no. So the problem
You
is
just
the
keep
ego.
ignoring,
The
like
problem
your
is
man
the ego.
down the street, threatening to shoot
The
you
problem
with
is the
you.
ego.
Make
If
sure
you don't
some
see the
more
signs,
that
that's on you. If you don't see the signs,
Right.
that's on you. But
Yes.
when I early on, when I was courting my then girlfriend, now wife, right, and I was lying to her, things was all wrong. When I finally told her the truth that you're a part of a situation where I'm dating around, right? She outlasted the rest of the chicks, and then we'll be married 16 years. That is how it goes. There's never no heart eyes here, heart eyes there. We see each other, and it's
That's a
all
lie, though.
and it's
That's
all
a lie.
love. That don't
But
happen.
that's
I make my dudes feel like they're the only one.
That's what women do. You play into a nigga ego. And that's where the line comes into the simple thing. Yeah, you're gonna be at the house, you're gonna cook his meal, you're gonna play for him.
But that's not just common. That's not
Huh?
commonplace. That's not just commonplace just to women playing into an ego. We men play into women egos as well.
Yes.
Like
and that's
we
why
and
it's
we.
crazy bitches.
That's why
It's so many crazy bitches. A lot of niggas.
Well,
But I don't like saying
the
niggas.
craziness goes back to
crazy.
the craziness goes back to the dishonesty. Like it's
Right.
the foundation. It's the foundation that you establish early on, and
Right.
without that, then you open yourself up to the chance of somebody trying to compromise your lifestyle going forward. And that's where, like he was saying, you get to that point through, maturity or growth as a man. But honestly, optimally, it comes back to the man's choice to be honest up front. And that's something that I didn't learn until I was, further on beyond my relationships with women. You know what I'm saying? So it took me getting my windows busted out, people climbing through my window.
Yeah, but it's
You know what I
also
mean?
about research too. This is something I talked on the Big Energy show about. If a lot of y'all did a lot more research on women, a lot of niggas wouldn't have the baby mamas they had. Damn sure wouldn't have the legal cases that y'all
It's
had.
both ways,
Hey,
though.
so
Yeah, right.
It's some
We-
It
crazy
is both
broad
ways
out
though,
here.
Tony.
It's both ways.
That's
we go now 72 weeks. Oh, Ashley, like tell people 72 weeks. She liked it 6 weeks ago. She in your DM. Okay, we need to figure out what's the correlation between you and Ashley. Because obviously Ashley thinks some shit popping with y'all. She on some shit, so I need to see who Ashley is and what she means.
Who had that much
That's the
time?
shit.
Hey Tony, but look, Tony, look.
You got
Tony.
you got SBA
You have
shit to
to
look up.
do
You ain't got
that.
time for that.
That's a
But
two-way
you
street
got
though.
but
Hey
in the
Tony.
day and age, now, you got time, but you gotta research a motherfucker. You gotta see how a nigga coming at you because people are living triple lives out here right now. They got, and we live in Houston, so a nigga can have a bitch on the east side and have a bitch in Katy and still come home to you every night in the south side. Trust me, I know.
With some
But-
boudin links.
Hey Tony,
Listen
but
to
look.
that. Nigga gonna make sure you not guilty shit.
Yeah.
Guilty, he gonna bring you food. He gonna take you out. He gonna show you. Niggas live. But if you
Wait a minute.
sit up at the
How
front
you
of the
find out then?
huh?
If he made you feel like you was the only one, how'd you find out?
Oh, Facebook.
Being nosy.
Oh, but he fucking up then. I mean, that's
Okay,
But
I
see,
got a
listen.
question. Hey,
Hold
let me
on,
ask this.
real quick.
Go ahead.
Hold on, real quick. Because it come a point. At first, you said niggas with their baby mamas. It's women with their baby daddies that you didn't see them signs of a nigga that ain't
Right.
shit.
Oh,
And you wouldn't have had a baby
with
by his
shit.
ass.
We been knowing our niggas ain't shit.
All right, so
we know
listen,
our
the
niggas
whole-
ain't shit.
And the whole switch is too with men like.
I didn't realize it until it was too late to court.
Hey, can I ask you a question? What makes you ain't shit? Go ahead, Flesh.
Comment real quick. It take growth to not think with your dick all the time and realize if that nut is worth what comes with after that. You get what I'm saying?
It's always worth it at the time. What are you talking about?
It's not always worth it.
No, it is
As you
worth
get-
it at the
as
time.
you mature, you
It's
might turn
always
down.
worth it at the time. That's my point.
At that moment, you
Nah, I
need
see-
it. You
I see
risking
what Ralph's
everything
saying.
at
I
that
see what
moment.
Ralph's saying.
Hey, Rum, this why I'm saying Rum.
Ralph's saying if you made the decision, to go that far, then it was worth it.
Right. Like you have to.
But when you talking about court dates and
Hey, bro,
replacing items
listen what I'm saying. I threw my first career away going to Columbia, and I don't mean the fucking college. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. But how old were you though?
How old was I? What was that? 2009, 28.
You was old enough to know better. You was
That's
old
right,
enough
but
It's not about that.
You're not listening to what I'm
It's not
saying.
about that.
It was right at the time. You understand me? I bought a fucking plane ticket. I drove to LAX. I parked. I lied to my command. I lied to my ex-wife. I lied to everybody in my fucking circle. And I went to Columbia. Like Columbia.
What is it about?
Like
Columbia.
So I'm doing research on this
Bogota?
because I'm gonna write this book, dog.
Like,
bro,
Keep telling this. Keep talking.
Remember, I was talking about. Oh, go ahead, real.
yeah, but what I'm saying was it was worth it at the time.
how long did you stay in Columbia?
6 days.
Huh?
6 days.
Oh.
Did you learn? Hold on. What was the outcome of it? Did you take a loss? You took a loss?
Huh?
Did you take a loss?
Oh yeah, I literally ruined my career. So fast forward, I mean I probably lost 80 grand over that span, maybe 120.
But after that,
No, after the fact, because
Did you
out.
love that person, real?
100% loved her.
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
He loved the
You didn't
Colombian bitch. Yeah. Okay.
No,
You
she
didn't-
was American. She was just in Colombia. And I
you didn't
went,
learn
So
something.
then that plays the fact. Niggas be in love with two bitches at one time. They
Oh,
just
three.
love more money out-
3 at the
We
same
can love.
time.
We can love more than. We can love more than one woman.
Hey, Jordan, really?
What is horrible?
A 5-piece though?
Hey, it is what it is.
You
Can
love them for
I
all
say
different
something? Can I
reasons.
say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's
G.
like your kids. Like your kids.
She-
Like your
I
kids.
think what Rail's
she hip,
gone through,
she hip, she
many
hip,
men
she
go
hip.
through, and so I think something that I've been reading. I'm not the medical guy on here, by the way. I'm just talking shit and trying to research. I gotta say that because it's not necessarily, this is theories and shit in my head, but there are some studies that say when your testosterone level go higher, at like a spike, you don't really make rational choices. So I used to always hear my dad say.
That's true.
I used to hear my dad say,
That's the
a
whole
man
basis
with a
of
hard
thinking with
on.
your dick and not your
That's
body.
like having your
Exactly.
whole
Right. You
So-
can't. But
so what I'm
listen,
saying
what
is-
you thought? How you think at 25, 26, and how you think if you still thinking like that at 30, and you still making them mistakes at 30 something, going on 40, is something wrong.
There's
Bro,
everything before
Bro, if the
25 don't
situation
count.
was the same, she could have got me today. You understand what I'm saying? It matters none.
But you learned
Yeah,
from
I
that
was
mistake.
gonna
I was
You
in
didn't really learn nothing from
I
it.
was in an unhappy
Hey,
marriage.
hey,
That
Right.
meant nothing.
But you
No,
didn't learn
let me
nothing
tell
from it.
you something.
Yo, I learned
But
something
I
from
don't-
it because it happened. You understand what I'm
So
saying? But I'll be 40 in December. It matters none because if I was in an unhappy marriage, it would fucking happen again. Like, yo,
So for a woman, so to go back on what you said, for a woman, if I was in that situation and I was your then wife and you went and did that and I found it out,
yeah.
it wouldn't even be about her look. For me, you love that bitch because you risk our livelihood.
Yeah, you
So
risk
she
your
got
livelihood.
something, she has something more to you than sex
That's
will
all
ever do.
Yeah.
That shit'll scar you so much, nigga, I don't even want to look at your ass no more.
Yeah.
So
Why don't you ever say to yourself, this what kills me with that shit. I'm gonna get a little passion on this. When do women ever say, hey, I was fucking up. I didn't do what I should have did. Because here's what's happening. When you level up as a man, your woman is supposed to level up with you. And when she doesn't level up or grow and she holds you back, she's got to get the fuck out. But what do? We try to coddle y'all and lie to y'all because we don't want y'all to get hurt. So we go get another bitch to try to stay. When we should just be like, hey, I'm about to get this bitch.
I should have left. You're
You
right.
could
I
have
should have left.
communicated it.
That's
You
not
could
a
have
effort.
communicated. That's
No,
another thing.
no,
That's a
Tony.
helper.
I
She was a helper.
communicated it and I stayed for my son. Don't like I can tell you that now. Then I didn't know, right? But now I know I stayed for my son, right? And it was communicated. It wasn't from I'm never saying nothing and I never said nothing to her.
Yeah.
It was communicated, but I was like, my man is here, right? You know what I'm saying? But had I known what I know now, I got custody of my son.
All right, but
I
hold
just
on. How
fucking
about-
left? You
How
know what
about
I'm
this
saying?
though? He could have communicated it, but it's
different
but when it comes to us men and knowing what like, oh, why didn't you think to? You want me to pick the restaurant? You want me to do this? You want me to know what you want all the time? So we're supposed to know what you want, but then we're supposed to
It's
communicate
having
when.
an open line of communication for me. Like for me now in my dating right now, I'm struggling in a relationship with the communication part because I'm not used to being with a man that communicates, that tells me I don't like this, I do like this, or he says the shit I don't want to hear. I was upset about something. He was like, "You're being a child. You need to stop. You need to really think about the decision."
I like him.
Right now.
Yeah,
And
me
he
too.
like I
Stick
was
with
saying,
And she respected. You respected though too, Tony, right?
and I was going off. And I was going
Yeah, real.
off, telling the woman off, telling the woman like, "Bitch, I have your job," and all this. And he was like, "If that's how you gonna handle shit, I don't like that. You need to calm down.
real.
You need to call her back."
I like you.
But hold on. How did you feel after that, Tony? How did you feel after that? After you calmed down
I was
and it
mad
sunk in?
at first. He was mad.
Right.
I was
But once
mad.
it sunk in,
I was
once
like,
it
"You don't
sunk
know what
in.
the fuck I'm in here doing?" Like, and then he said he went out the room. He said out. He was like, "What's wrong?" Then I was like, "Okay, this is what's wrong." And I said, "You don't understand." And he said, "You're taking out whatever else happened to you today on somebody that don't even give a fuck about your day. But you want to ruin her day because somebody ruins your day."
The whole goal of my marriage, my wife would tell me work stories. Don't be the messy broad at work. The messy broads at work guaranteed ain't got no real nigga at home. That's just a fact. And somebody to cut that and sharpen that story up against and give a whole different perspective. And you got to say nothing but you're right. That's what happened to us all. The whole point is going to be how long it's going to take you to figure out. Now my wife be at work like they be talking about some women shit at work, like hold up, you can't say it like that, but you can understand and you can hear the mess different now.
Yeah,
that's
Now,
it.
the
That's
hold
a
on,
real
the
one
one-
for you.
The one thing for me is just the people in my life in general. I respect people. I want you to. One thing about and Real, I love Brother Duff because Real going to find something wrong in my story. I can call Real, be like, "Yo, Real, this what's going on." And he's not gonna find my side. He's gonna find some way where I fucked up and I need to improve on it. Now, the one thing I say about myself, and I know this to be true, is I want you to tell me the truth. The honest part is I might not respond to it the right way at first, like you said. That's the realness of it. But later on, I'm going to respect you more for keeping it a debate. Now, when you first say it, you might get a side of me that you might not like. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'll come back to you and tell you, "Yo, I appreciate you keeping it that way." And that's what I respect, and that's all I want around me. I don't want you to ever bite your tongue with me or not tell me, what I need to hear.
It makes a different caliber of a relationship when you with a nigga that can communicate. And you know his faults, he know yours, because my nigga ain't perfect by far. But shit like that will take your imperfections and make me kind of be like, okay, maybe this not an imperfection. Maybe this is something that you got to learn from me, and it's something I have from you, and maybe we're going to learn from each other in the situation. But if I was 25, 26, I probably wouldn't talk to him no more after that, because I would have felt he was against me.
What's communication to you? What do you consider communication?
Talking, because I've been with somebody that did not talk.
But
did not talk.
Is communication more than that? Isn't it receiving, understanding? I mean, like.
Yeah. But for me, I'm a middle child, so I need to hear exactly what I'm saying. I need to know you feel what I'm saying, and I need you to come back and respond to me. I hate for people to not respond to me when we talk.
I think y'all communication is a little deeper. So like when Flush was saying y'all want us to know, the reason why I think y'all want us to know is because y'all intuitive. So like when you're intuitive and you work off a feeling, like all three of y'all having communications and shit going on right now that we don't know about, but y'all understand it. Y'all know exactly what y'all saying. Y'all know cues, social cues, body cues, and all that. Men don't process problems like that. We process a little differently, which we consider to be practical or more like logic, but it's not really necessarily that either. It's just a different way that we process information, how we talk. So you need to take that in consideration too. Yeah. We actually process it differently. Go ahead, Cool.
I hate all the words, yo. Let me skip that shit. And like I'm working on that with my son, right? He just saw me. He about to be 15 years old. And I'm just like, yo, skip the fucking words, bro. Get straight to it. Don't ask me the roundabout question to get to what you're really trying to ask.
From a woman, though.
No,
it's
possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
Let Cool cook.
It's scientific that women speak so many more thousands of words than men a day. I used to have the stats.
It's 9,000, bro.
Yeah. So on average, right? That's a lot of words. That's a lot of words. So listen, the best of us ain't trying to hear that shit. You understand what I'm saying? What we trying to hear is what's the fix, right? Now, sometimes we acquiesce and we listen to the stories, and the best of us understand those moments. But if we just trying to work through some shit, you don't have to beat around the bush and all of that. And if my 11-year-old son can understand that, right? He will be a better man for it. Juice saying last week was basically saying, hey, dudes, we need to be honest with the ladies, even if we want more than one woman. It is men out here that don't want more than one woman. One woman. That is a fact too. But there are men that would, and you should be honest from the door, from 14, 15, and 16. If you can be honest, you can wipe out a word of issue. So even if it's stop talking as much, and what's the fix? Or even if it's you the messy one, you sound childish, you need to fix that. You did wrong. It wasn't that lady's shirt. That lady might have had a bad day. Y'all both had a bad day. You don't want nobody's job over. And that's some good advice.
But that's in home. That's a base you raising at home. What y'all teaching y'all kids at home? How many people are seeing it? First of all, it's for some black kids. This is odd to see two parents in the home at one. Then to see them at home healthy together, a dad working, a mom working, and doing different things. That's a whole different dynamic. So you're teaching it to a child in an environment that he's going to encounter somebody from a different thing just a spectrum. 90% of the time when you're raised on love, you're going to date a person that's raised on single love. And so y'all tend to have a conflict of the relationship because I learned how to communicate seeing my mom and my stepdad. He's never raised his voice, no hands. He's never even yelled at me. I've never seen him call my mother out of her name. So if a man raises his voice, that triggers something in me. I'm like, oh, you real disrespectful. We don't need to
Your
talk.
mother used to cuss your stepdaddy out?
See, my mother cusses everyone out. So
But listen,
I know that.
know what it is though?
But they don't disrespect any conflict they've ever had. They had it in their bedroom. We don't see no conflict in front of us. So when I'm with somebody and their love language is different, I don't really know how to function with that. Because in my mind, I'm over here looking like, what in the fuck?
You said something high. You said something high IQ though. You said their love language, which means you probably understand yours. People don't understand that. So you could help somebody even in that space, but that got to be almost from the door. You know what I'm saying?
But no, we gotta understand. We gotta understand now. Like when we was kids, our parents told us to do as I say, not as I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we can do that anymore. We have to set the example. I can sit back here and tell my daughters how a man should treat a woman. If they don't see me treat their mom that way, then it don't matter what I say. You get what I'm saying? Like you got to show them more than your words don't mean nothing if you think it don't
but
matter.
I still would say, do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, I still use that now.
But you don't. But using it, I mean, using it like hyperbole is different than actually acting it out. I think just because our parents don't mean it was always right. There's some things that they did not get right. Period. Right. So to be quiet, be unseen, dim your light, don't say nothing. Come on, that's wrong. That was wrong.
Turning the lights off
Turn your light up.
when it was lightning and thunder was wrong.
Or get off the phone. Or don't take a shower. All this shit's dumb.
All that shit is dumb.
Take that game off my TV. The game is made for
Don't
the
hook
TV.
that game up to my TV. It's gonna break my TV. No.
Made for the TV, bro.
I don't want to shop. I don't want to shop online. I don't want to shop online.
Yeah,
Yo,
I don't
my
want to get
grandma
people
will
in my
still
car.
send you to the
People?
mailbox.
They the same people.
We love
My grandma will send you to the. My grandma used to send me to the mailbox. Grandma, if you don't pay that bill online, it'll take 5 days for you to get that motherfucker.
I ain't buying no motherfucking stamps.
I said, hell yeah.
I've kind of adopted
my
this.
account number. They got
I've kind of adopted this. I'm not arguing with a woman. I'm not gonna argue with a woman because I'm there to elevate her. So the reason why your stepdad was calm is because when y'all get angry, y'all working from a place of emotion. When a man starts working from a place of emotion, you look at him like a bitch. So it's like as soon as you start yelling, I start yelling. It's like, damn.
No, I don't like when men start acting like
I'm not trying to hear that shit.
You should argue.
Oh, no, let Britt cook. No, Britt got something.
Go ahead, Britt.
like doing the female things like nagging all the time, like being insecure, all that shit like that. I
because she's supposed to.
I
Yes,
thought
listen.
you
Listen. No.
People don't nag niggas.
Well, look.
Here you go.
She's not gonna nag a real nigga.
When I come across men that do shit like that, I'm like, you're acting like a bitch. Stop.
No, like listen. I feel like if you know, in your bedroom or when the people ain't around, you should. If you gotta yell or something like that, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna be out here in the street arguing with no woman. Where your husband at? Where your brother at? Where your son at? Let's handle it. If we getting physical, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going back. I'm not arguing with the woman.
What if you
I'm gonna
got
tell you,
a
like,
wife
once you assume dominance, with that woman, you must maintain that. Once you argue with her, you'll lose that. Because she's gonna feel
Once you argue with your wife,
like, so look, once I maintain my dominance and I say this is what I want and what I prefer, once I start arguing and going back on it and showing that that's not man shit, she gonna be like, oh,
what you mean going back on it? What you mean going back?
If I say I'm gonna do something, if I say I'm gonna make it happen, if I say I got it, I gotta have it. I'm gonna give you a prime example. Let's say I say I got something, I can take care of it. And
you go in the garage. You talking about the garage?
It could be anything.
All right.
And I said I got it. And she expected for it to get done because I said I was gonna do it. And I said I was gonna do the shit. And I don't do it, and it fails, and something fuck up. That woman gonna be in your ass because it's like, damn, nigga, you should have had it done. Blah, blah, blah. You start hearing that. But if you're a man and you taking care of your shit, it's like, I'm gonna take care of it. And if I fuck up, I'll be responsible for it too. But I'm gonna make sure I'm always handling it or sending it, or I'm setting the tone, because when you don't, I've seen in many cases, especially men that have issues with their lady, is like they don't respect that. That shit they supposed to do. Like they'll lie about shit just to say they self. They'll do little shit that it's woman shit. It's shit that
they supposed to do. What do you mean when you talking about like not?
A woman can tell you one thing and do a totally different other, and then say she ain't do it. They do that. Hey, she'll say this, do something else. You catch her, like her man held her accountable. Hey, you're on that phone talking some bullshit. Oh, by the way, if you keep doing that shit, I'm not gonna fuck with you. And this is what happens. You either gotta hit her or leave her. I don't condone hitting her, but those are the two things that'll make a woman respond. You're either gonna listen. Women respond to getting hit or left. Anything in between, you arguing, she gonna argue all day. It's like, hey, I'm not dealing with that shit, or it's a wrap. You gonna get some fucking action. She gonna shut the fuck up.
Ladies, let me ask y'all this. If a man get quiet, if a man hit you with the silent treatment, do the silent treatment work? If a man hit you with the silent treatment, don't got too much rap, instead of arguing with you, he get quiet on you.
Keep leaving your motherfucking door
I
open.
never experienced
Keep leaving that door open for a nigga to come through. You talk when your ass ain't talking. Keep being silent.
And that's the same way for the nigga, though. That's the same way if a bitch be like, oh, well, I'm going to hold out on sex, or I'm going to keep holding out on sex, bitch, because your nigga going to fuck something. And it ain't going to be your ass.
That sound dumb. Why would you do that?
Why would you do what?
Who you talking about, man?
Yeah.
Why would you not have sex with your husband and then be mad, or your man then be mad when?
Because some women do that to their men.
Your husband not responsible for your happiness.
That's a lot. It's a lot of married niggas and a lot of single bitches DM telling us about how their marriages are trash. So we have to stop assuming that people are married and happy.
They marriage in the trash because they're not honest with each other.
Yeah.
Or their marriage is trash because they thought they had to marry them because she had a child. Or
they
you
wasn't
thought
honest
she
with
had
each other.
to be married to
That's
them
not
because y'all
smart.
been together 7 and 8
They
years.
wasn't honest with each other, like Terrell was saying. It's because they wasn't honest with each other.
They wasn't honest, or you married that bitch because, hey, you cheated all 10 years y'all were dating, so now let me marry this woman because
he didn't say I want two women in the beginning.
Exactly.
He wasn't honest with her.
He should have said it.
Instead, he did what two generations of black men did: snuck and cheated and had families. That's what they did. The songs tell you. We joke about it in our thread. Go back. The songs telling you.
Hey, cool, but them older guys.
Hey, Barbara and Shirley.
Come on, y'all. Two
Shaka
generations.
Khan, Sweet Thing. She sing about a nigga that ain't hers.
But also,
Money,
too,
Wednesday, 30, Friday, Saturday. Come on.
we put this shit on men, but a lot of women got to quit thinking too. Like niggas ain't gonna cheat. It's a lot of women out here that really feel, oh, he'll never do that. He'll never talk to you. Girl, you calling my phone on some Barbara and sugar shit. He'll never do that.
happened to me.
You're lying.
That's
A nigga gotta
never
do
say
what a
never,
nigga wanna
bitch.
do. A nigga
Exactly.
never say
Never say
never.
fucking
I
never.
told that bitch, he don't never talk to you. Then she sent me some screenshots. And so I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why you say
But see,
never?
Amanda still said that.
You do it to yourself?
them
Amanda
OGs,
Amanda
them
says
OGs.
sometimes as women, we have egos, and we all sometimes
Who?
we feel as though Amanda Seals, Seals, I know we're not giving you any public because I can't stand on everything, but she was right on this. She said that as women, sometimes we feel like he was a cheating ass nigga to all 6 girlfriends in front of you, right? And then when he gets to you, because you that bitch, he won't do nothing. No, but people
That was
change.
real.
People can change, but a nigga's gonna change when he wants to change.
Can I say
Not
something? Can I say
do
something?
and
I want
became
to end this on the
woman.
show. I want to end this right now. You are only wrong for lying. You're not an ain't shit nigga because you're doing what you were made to do, which was be with more than one woman. We are forced into doing that to pick one out of the bunch. There's no history of no nigga, black people fucking being monogamous. There, you can't find, like, we don't do that.
Monogamy is not a natural thing in humans.
It's not.
It's only natural like beavers, right?
But women will do it before you hide.
No. It's a social thing, right? So let me tell y'all. Like, I have a real close friend who is a Muslim, devout Muslim, right? And we was talking about that, and he was like, "Yo, I'm getting me 2 wives, and I'm working on 3 and 4." And I was like, "Damn." And then he was like, he's like, "Yo, let's talk to about this." He said, "It's one man for every woman, right?" I was like, "Yeah, that's what they teach you and stuff like that." He said, "Well, why do women outnumber men 4-1? What do you do at that point?" 4-1.
My mom always told me that you always gonna have competition.
And she ain't lying.
Yeah,
Well, y'all have
4-1.
competition when you can just join the team.
As the late,
Not a joke.
as
That's what it
my
used to be. It's in the Bible.
my spiritual
It's in the
mentor,
Bible.
the spiritual mentor, the late great Patrice O'Neal said, y'all should look this up, ladies. He said, you are a part of a corporation. When I found you, you were in the mailroom. I brought you up to vice president. I mean, I brought you up to my secretary. You went from secretary to my assistant. You went from my assistant to vice president. You needed a job. I gave you a job. Now you're part of a corporation. You moved your way up.
You got me so many ways.
What the fuck kind of
That's how y'all want it. That's how y'all want it.
Wait a minute. Why they got you fucked up? We can't hear.
We can't hear you.
Can't
I can't
hear
hear
that,
you,
Tony.
Tony.
So I'm a,
I
look,
came in
so
Why it couldn't be that we upgraded each other?
I had to come in and help you.
so peep game. So look, I'm gonna get to you like this. So, for example, another example the late great Patrice O'Neal used was if the Queen of England, right? She the Queen of England. If she marries somebody, he doesn't become the king, right? But if a man, the King of England, marries a woman, what does she become?
the queen?
You can't make the nigga no better than he already is. You got to get behind him or
Bring out the
beside him.
best qualities in him.
That was good.
He's right. You can't really
Jordan
make
on the road.
somebody into a new
Come on,
person.
Jordan.
God
damn.
have that type of mentality.
It's so you remove your ego, and your emotions in regards to how it comes off when someone says something like that, right? But in all actuality, that's the truth. The best a woman can do can't really build a man better than her. But a man can marry a woman tomorrow and she will be a queen. You know what I'm saying?
I graduated with my wife. Jordan. Guess what my wife is today?
Like
I married my wife out of high school. Guess what she is today?
Prime example.
A nurse
What's old
practitioner.
girl name? Cool. What's her name again?
I paid
What's old
for it
girl
all.
name? The princess? The Duchess?
Merkel.
Merlin Merkel, whatever her name
That's
is
why
in
she
London.
be.
Women that did the same thing, that's married these men that's married them and then pay for them to go to school, pay for them to do everything.
Yeah, but
Who?
he's still that.
Where they at?
Where they at?
There.
Where they at? You just made that up. Where they at?
Y'all look at y'all.
I never heard that.
Also,
Where they at?
a lot of women that would respect the man's ego and never
Look,
tell how much
I've
they
never
put
seen a
in
unicorn
just
before,
because they
but
been
I
around.
seen it
I
in
believe that
movies.
there's one out there. So it's fair for y'all to say. I've never seen a
It's a
unicorn.
lot of us that ain't gonna mess your ego up and ever tell somebody I gave you that money.
No,
to
see,
start
no,
something.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in regards to
A man that you build, you'll cheat on.
I'll throw it back in your face if you make
the
it
best.
See,
A
you
man
can't
that
do
you're
that.
built
They're
A
not
man that she builds, let me tell you
you.
something. A man that she builds, she will fucking cheat on him. And also she never respects him. But the man that comes in and lifts her up and
Take your
In
elevates
10
her.
minutes. In 10 minutes.
Thank you, bitch ass
Thank you.
nigga.
The
You
man.
bitch ass nigga.
Okay,
Somebody
okay, let
take
me
your
tell you.
bitch
Can I
ass
tell you?
nigga.
Talk, let him
Yeah.
talk, let him respond.
Is that what he
Yeah.
means? Give all the money for his life and
This
like,
is what I mean. This is what I mean. When a woman, okay, let's talk real. Y'all want to get into the lesson? Let's get into the lesson. All right.
We
In
gonna
the
have
words of
women
Javon Clark.
on. We gotta let them talk though, right?
In the words of Javon Clark.
Go explain what you're saying, sir.
All right, so what I'm saying is this. A woman innately is expecting for you to elevate her. When you marry her, you provide, you protect, and you elevate her. You're a builder. She is the person that comes in and makes the house a home. So if she finds a nigga, she gotta build up, she gotta make into a man. A couple things are happening. You're becoming his purpose. You're becoming his reason. You'll never really respect that nigga. You're never gonna elevate with him. When he tops out, when he tops the fuck out, and you like, oh, this nigga, and you start complaining, through hypergamy, you're gonna try to ascend to the next man. When a man is coming, not just made you come, but he's made you come up, you look at that nigga different. Like, this nigga taught me something. I learned something from this nigga. And this nigga fucked the shit out of me. And this nigga did certain. You gonna always look at that nigga different. So the nigga that you build up, you don't because what he gonna build on? So just like what Jordan said, the queen can take a nigga and marry him, but he not gonna be the motherfucking king. But a king can take a woman from nothing and make her a fucking queen. Which is what we're listen. I'm saying that's what we're
What is the
supposed to do.
queen? What is the queen that is now a widow that no longer has the king remarries? He needs her. Like when you meet a woman that's already on her shit, that came from having her shit. Like if a woman already on her shit and she don't need a nigga to come in, she's come from a lifestyle where she's already been
She
taken
need
care
me.
of.
No
And
matter
doesn't
what, she need me. I'm gonna tell you something, Tony. You're very professional. Tony, you're professional. Times I've talked to you, you have given me nothing but great vibes. I love your energy. But your man still needed to come in and tell you, hey, cut that shit out.
Still ain't got no. You still don't have testicles. That's the bottom line. You ain't got no balls.
Cut that shit out. You needed that.
You need him to a certain extent.
No.
To that
You need
extent.
him.
That's the extent you need him.
Whoa.
That's the extent. Ain't no to
You
no
need
certain
him.
extent. That's the extent. You
But
can't
he
get that from no
ain't
woman.
good.
That's why girl groups break up.
Ain't no
Wow.
man.
What the fuck? How do you like that? Wait, are you trying to be shady? Okay, first
To
of
the
all,
extent she need a man to the extent that he checked her in that bullshit messy shit. You can't get that from no woman. That's why girl groups break up.
oh no, I call them on that shit.
It ain't the same. It ain't the same because she's not gonna submit.
good
Listen,
friend.
she's not gonna submit to you the way she submits to her man because
That's
listen,
true.
if once a
Bingo.
man sexually dominates you, and then he talks sternly to you about some shit, you gonna listen. But your sisterhood, you're not submitting unto her.
Hey, Juice, you went to another level. You went to another
No, listen. Every nigga with a woman ain't laid. A lot of these niggas ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. Because when I was single, there's a lot of women in relationships that's looking for another nigga to bust her ass.
That's
So
why she
every
was
nigga
fucking
that's-
with you though. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. So every nigga who laying with a woman ain't
Exactly.
putting that down. And
I
listen,
agree.
listen, in his head, he is though. Cause she done
But
kept
you
him up.
also
They
have
got
to
him
be
thinking like he a boy and he not.
Well, they
But
go
you
to
have
communication.
communication, and you have to be the right type of man to want to lead me. Every nigga can't lead you.
Fucking
Every
right.
nigga is not the leader. Nigga, he can have the dominance. He can have everything on there. But
But he not a leader.
he's not a leader. And I'm not trying to say he's not a leader. he's just not the nigga that can lead me.
Can I ask
He
you a
might
question?
lead another woman, but he couldn't lead me. It's I date. Like I've had, you know, when I met the nigga I with now, I was dating multiple other niggas. And I was dating some good niggas that were upgrades from my ex. But in all of that, I'm still not gonna talk shit about my ex and say shit about my ex because I'm not gonna mess his ego up and say that he couldn't
He was
do
cut.
it.
He was
But-
cutting it down. You know what I'm saying? You could just say it.
He wasn't that, but if he would have pulled the same stunt like my now did it, I would.
You would've fixed him some eggs.
And I would have kept on going.
You would have fixed him some eggs and some toast and called it a day.
So he wasn't. So
No,
your
I
ex
wouldn't
nigga
have.
wasn't fucking you. Your ex nigga wasn't fucking you good.
He was, but he wasn't that type of nigga. He didn't have that presence.
He didn't
He
have
had
the
that
commanding
What
presence.
present?
He had
He
what
had that
present?
commanding
Yeah.
presence.
The present Juice
He
was talking
wasn't
about?
that commanding.
He could lead another bitch. He
Yeah,
could
for
lead
me.
me.
Yeah.
Well, we'll make her different. We'll
He
make you
wasn't being
different than the
honest
next.
with it.
It's not
He
the
wasn't being
fucking
honest
same.
with it.
Every
So he
bitch
was-
is not the same.
I could
He
marry
wasn't being
each.
honest
I
with
could
it.
marry each and every one of y'all at different times and have a successful marriage if you listen.
That's if you become a yes
I could
man.
marry y'all at the same time and put
That's
y'all
if you
on.
become a yes man because people are not. Are you expecting all women to just bow down and listen to you? Is that
No,
what you're
listen.
saying?
No, listen. No, this not what. No, it's not. It's not what I'm saying. I have a vision and a purpose. I don't. Tony do hair. I can help her elevate. And I think what you were teaching. You were teaching, right?
Both of them.
Britt, were you teaching? Y'all both teach. Everybody was teaching. Okay. I
Britt,
set
yeah.
you up a motherfucking YouTube online class right now. I will set your shit up, have it running, create you a sales funnel, make you
And
some money.
monetize it.
I will elevate you. Are you serious?
Juice put y'all on a stroll, man.
I
What y'all
can lead
talking about?
anybody. Here's the thing. You just gotta know. You just, I'm gonna
It's
learn what
teaching
you're doing.
stroll. It's a
I'ma
teaching
learn what you're
stroll out
doing.
here.
I'm gonna do
Yeah,
what I'm doing.
that's
I think for me, it's the caliber of a man to lead you. It's what he's leading you to and his direction that he's leading you to and where y'all are at in life. We're 30 now. So some of the same shit we were looking at in a man the last couple of years, we're not looking at. Now we're looking at, does he have a retirement plan? Does he have a 5-year plan? Does he want to get married? Does he not want to get married? If he has kids, how's the co-parenting relationship going? Does he have? Is he working consistently? That'll tell you if a nigga is a good nigga anyway.
Are you sharp with your tongue,
How
Tony?
much does he make? That's an important question. The fuck? That is an important question.
How much you weigh?
How much he make? How much money does he make? You got that? How much money does he make?
How much money does he make?
You ask people that?
No,
She does.
I don't, not off the,
How?
off the
How
bat,
do you-
but like
how
in
do you
general
ask?
conversation, it'll come up. Not immediately.
come
when
up.
I-
No, give me the scenario. How that come up?
Right.
Nah.
Right.
No, you gotta get that shit off, Britt. How that come up?
It's different between asking people like, "What do you do for a living?" versus, "Oh well, how much you making?" Oh, okay, well this is how much you make.
I'm asking Britt how she get that off because what you do
Right.
for a living does not equate to a financial number. So
Well,
how you
I
get
don't
that
really
off?
ask people that until I know that I want to take them seriously, and I feel the atmosphere is comfortable enough for me to ask them without them being offended. So that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to be anybody's coach.
Okay.
So what's the minimum you need your nigga to make, Britt?
First of
You
all,
got a number.
You got a number. Everybody got a number.
Everybody has a number.
First of all, bitch.
Chris
everybody
Brown
has a number.
Chris Brown said it best.
Ideally, I would like them to make equal or more what I make. I haven't dated anyone who recently, since I've been the age of 25, that has made less than me. So I don't know what that's like.
But what if that man on his come up?
A man on this come up?
Yeah.
Ambition is important, but ambition does not. Yeah, ambition is important to have.
Y'all
It
trash
really
as shit, yo.
is.
Y'all trash as shit.
So just say no. So just you can
Golly.
With ambition.
To even
say no. You can
date
say
Damn.
no. You can say no. You're not interested. That's fine.
Yeah.
See, that's her. But on the other hand, I'm an entrepreneur. I business. As long as the money's coming in, you're not asking me for money.
So
And I'm
all-
not paying for anything.
All the
that I don't have
SoundCloud
to do.
rappers. All the SoundCloud rappers.
No. I don't do SoundCloud rappers. I didn't say that. I said you need to. I do.
What if-
I better some
what if-
more
what if-
budget
what if the-
rappers on
What
there.
if the money? What if the money get funny while you building the?
Eee,
right.
talk
You need to
about
have
it.
Coming in.
your own money.
What if the money
That's
get
where
funny,
it comes
Tony?
into having your
Talk
own
about
money.
it. Talk
That's
about
No,
it.
no,
having
no,
your
no.
own
I'm
money.
saying
You need your
no.
own brand.
I'm saying
The
you.
first time that my mom's friends told me this, when we was all talking about shit like this, they said the first time that they married for love. The second time they married, they're marrying for financial stability and money.
And they
don't give a
cheating
fuck.
on them
What would they?
niggas.
So what would they tell you to do the first time? What would they say? What was the advice out of that? What was the advice out of that?
What was my advice?
What was their advice to? Yeah,
Love does not pay the bills.
that's what you're saying.
Love somebody, yes, and it's ideal that you want to have love, but I don't want to be broke and in love. That's not what I want for my life. So if I could, I'm not gonna struggle with somebody. If I can take care of my own self, I'm not gonna choose openly to go and struggle with you and have to like do without just because you don't have.
So how many men do y'all think are actually out here that are able and have all the characteristics that y'all looking for? It's not
Well,
enough to
gonna
fucking
deal
go
with some
around.
bullshit. It's not. No one's gonna have everything that you want. You need to pick your like. You need some.
Yeah,
The
what
80,
do they
the
call
80
So I
it?
got
20 rule.
I got a question.
Yeah,
Can
Say
I?
it, Britt. Let her finish that. That was a good point. Say it. That what you're saying?
I said
Pick your
nobody
top,
is gonna have everything that you want, but you do need some non-negotiables. Maybe 2 or 3 things that you have to have in order for the relationship to work for you.
That's
And it
excellent.
doesn't always have to be something revolving around money. I'm pretty sure there
But
ideas
you
are
know,
different from mine.
did y'all see that viral thing where the girl kind of said the same thing? She had the finger waves in her head. That's really kind of the same. That's really the same thing.
She from
I mean,
Chicago.
it ain't worth mentioning, but like you just said it better than she articulated. Somebody to take care of, right? So security is high on your expectation list. Ain't nothing wrong with articulating that, just like you did.
So I got a question. I got to pose a
don't
question.
agree with it because I don't want somebody to feel like they're taking care of me. Therefore, my goal when I meet you is not to find a sugar daddy or somebody to take care of me. My main goal in my life is that before you came, I could take care of myself. When you leave, I need to be able to stand on my own. Now, if we're together and we handling this, we're gonna 50-50 this shit down. You gonna pay this, I'm gonna pay that, and we're gonna save our money because it's going to rain.
It don't work.
It's gonna be a rainy day. It's right now, we in this shit right now. So it's a lot of, we in Houston, so the plant and the port and shit is all of that. And then you got a nurse that's at the hospital, she working. But her husband is non-essential. So probably for the next 60 days, they're gonna live off of her income alone. And say for instance, like he doesn't, have that much saved because he's been paying all the bills and now we on her. Does that make him less of a man now that she runs the household?
No.
Does that make her less? Because what if when they come back, he's not going to get that same job and have that same money? You've depended on that one income so much in every relationship. You've depended on his income so much. You've lost sight of the fact if both of y'all had been working together, it could have been a rainy day fund. It could have been some extra fund. You wouldn't have the room to say, oh, I'm holding the house down. No, I'm not holding the house down. We're holding the house down because we're winning this stuff together. Some women, Black women, are bad at this sometimes. They will do everything to the T for you. And as soon as you fuck up, she's going to throw all of that in your face. Just like a man will too. So to keep y'all from having them arguments, keep that shit equal. Keep that shit 50-50. So can't nobody say they doing something over somebody else.
That 50-50 shit don't work. I'm about to be married 17 years. April 14th, I'm going to tell you this. Don't have the men coming in there with that 50-50 shit. You can have it in your mind. If you smart, tuck them eggs away like Big Mama used to. That nigga need to come in there knowing he got to do every goddamn thing. He got to think. He got to know where to put the money at. He got to know how to lead you. That's the problem. We making niggas say, "Oh, you could do this and I can do." No, I'm gonna make even your money.
Here go one of my questions.
You're gonna set that tone, but I'm talking about in the aspect of these women that nothing, they're not
You're talking
contributing.
to the women, yeah.
No, you just said 50-50.
I'm talking about women that don't want to contribute anything. They come to the table and it's like, yeah, I got all of this and I'm keeping all my money and it's up to him to run this whole house.
I don't have a problem with that.
Expectation. You're putting a whole household on one individual when you're an able-bodied individual that can help your helpmate. God did not say this.
That.
He wants you to be your helpmate.
Right.
Yes,
like
that's
that.
Saying
true.
don't be dumb.
But I'm not going to do 50-50. But I'm just not going to do 50-50. I'm not going to split the bills 50-50. He could do the heavy bills. I could do the extra shit, savings, whatever. But I'm not doing 50-50. Would you do 50-50?
Do women want to be taken care of?
Yes.
So 50-50 is more than financial, though, right?
And I'm gonna do what they do and do what works for my household.
Is 50-50 more than are we just talking finance?
That's the problem. That's the problem. A lot of people aren't gonna do 50-50, ain't gonna do 75-25 because they're afraid of what other people are gonna say because y'all talking about this shit in public. If me and my nigga doing 50-50 in my house, we doing 50-50 in my house. And for all y'all know, this nigga maintaining this household all fully in one thing.
I agree with that.
Because it's nobody's
Yeah, that's all that matters.
what we're doing.
Whatever works for your house. Whatever works for your house.
Whatever works for your household works for your household.
A real man not worried about what another man think. If you cool with how your house is, that's on you. You're not worried about what nobody else thinks about your situation. If you're good with it, that's the most important thing.
I have a question, guys. We're live right now on our Instagram, and somebody said this, and I want to get y'all's opinion. We were asking about their income. She said you need to ask their income to debt ratio. That's the more important question to ask.
It ain't her motherfucking. It ain't your business.
Not a new business.
It's your fucking business. I don't even know
what you got to bring.
It's that back up child support that if I pay the tax,
hey, y'all be asking shit that ain't got nothing to do. Hey, that's an income ratio.
Don't ask nobody that shit because a nigga never gonna call you again.
Right. You're not getting nobody. You might as well go to goddamn. You might as well go to damn dating show. And everybody, all the men married on here.
Ask her what state.
Corey asked me what my debt was, and when I told him what student loan,
You should have said, hey.
He was like, then he came up with a plan to get it down.
You should have told that square.
Oh, so he had a solution for it.
Okay, I like that.
And that's another thing, and this came from Jennifer. Don't
you're not fucking with him no more.
You don't have a fucking solution. The fuck?
I don't want to tell you anything until I fuck you. I don't even know if I like you until I have sex with you.
I wouldn't even ask you that question if we're not
touchdown.
Pick
six.
Okay.
Pick six. Right. That's a pick six.
Hey,
pick six.
I know you heard her, Juice. I know you heard her.
What did he say?
No, you ain't hear that, Juice? Come on, Juice.
She said I ain't even asked you that question if we ain't fucking.
I'm not asking
That's
I like
that.
So
we respect that. We can respect
was that? I didn't know if that was like.
I
didn't know that was like general conversation.
That ain't first date. That ain't first date conversation, is it?
That's more than 2 months.
More than 2 months. Goddamn.
That's like
Ladies, let me ask y'all this. Ladies, let me ask y'all this. I don't know if y'all heard. I don't know how true. I think it's true, but they saying that Idris Elba's wife now is in critical condition.
She's a fool. What did she say?
So
Idris Elba, your husband and wife is in condition.
She did her ass over there.
So hold on. I asked you that.
I'm about to Google that shit.
She wouldn't have had the.
I'm about to Google.
She wouldn't have had the. She wouldn't have had the coronavirus. She wouldn't have had the coronavirus if she gave, let him quarantine by herself. So if your husband or your man was going through a situation like this, like what's going on right now, would you be there with him, or would you let him quarantine?
So, okay, yeah, from the outside looking in, it does look like she was just, he has it, I'm going to get it too because we love each other. But, like, realistically speaking, if you have the coronavirus and it's not serious and they make you stay at home and quarantine yourself and you live in a household with other people. I'm just saying, if you live in a household with other people, where the fuck are they supposed to go?
They said be in a room by yourself.
for 14 days.
Yes, that's what
Hey, you know
it
what?
is.
Hey, listen.
That's very difficult, especially if it's in the air, the
They
microscopic
said the
droplets and shit.
If your job as the provider in this family is to maintain our household, yes, you shouldn't tell her sit your ass down and go on about your day. Oprah said I gave Stedman his food outside the door and I walked home.
Yeah, but he doesn't have it though, right?
She was in quarantine.
What she say? What Oprah say?
She put the food in front of his door.
That food was nasty anyway. Fuck that shit.
I can't. He's
Niggas say Stedman been in the guest house since 1983.
Stedman settled for that shit though.
I got it.
Stedman settled for that shit though. Know what I thought? Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. My first thought when I heard that was, I heard that she found out he had it and she was gonna be with him the whole time and she didn't trust him because he just felt like he said that just so he can go run the streets and knock off.
Real spit though. Like I
got seen. That ain't now.
Who wanna lie about having
coronavirus? He went public with it. He wouldn't go to that extreme to lie about it.
But why would you put yourself at risk? I wouldn't let my wife put herself at risk. No, let me know what you.
What you was saying, Cool?
Listen, if she died, he gotta live with it. He gotta live with that shit.
I was saying real spit like with Oprah specifically. I just ignored it as funny or whatever. But like when she broke it down, she said she had pneumonia and had recently gotten over bronchitis, Oprah Winfrey. So that in and of itself is a pre-existing condition. And my belief is we for real as black folks especially, we don't understand that something like that can be a pre-existing condition. It's not like you just gotta have bad diabetes, right? If you was on something and you had bad lungs, it's pre-existing. A bad asthma issue that you taking steroids with a pump, that's a pre-existing condition. You walk around like regular.
Black people are the leading people with lupus. We get lupus. We have the weakest immune systems. It is an immune deficiency disease. If niggas would shut the fuck up, quit having card games, and listen, they would understand your immune system is fucking weak. The disease, she said, stand her ass at home. FaceTime that nigga. Put him on Skype. Zoom.
Hey, we bust.
He
Yo.
got a man.
We trying to bust his space this weekend. What you talking about?
But we can't say 3 hours for sitting right here. And you go,
Right.
But I feel like she tried. Sometimes I think some women go overboard with the being submissive to a man. I think some women take the submission to an extreme. But does that mean the woman doesn't love her
I
man?
love you, but
Does that mean that, like, if my nigga got it, I'm not quarantined? I'm gonna take it. But do that mean you don't love somebody if you in quarantine?
no, that don't mean you don't love him. That don't mean you don't love him.
It was this man in China or somewhere. His wife was in the room and he had go in there every day with the suit on and he'll do her sheets and all that like they had on social media. Like he stayed at home, he'll stay in the living room. She stayed in the room.
Where we gonna find a suit?
Bitch, you can find a suit. Bitch,
The medical people.
You can't listen. You can't find those suits. You can't find Lysol wipe anywhere.
There's nurses walking around with fucking bandanas on their face.
Listen, the Lysol wipe line is so crazy. It's so hard to come across them joints. It's crazy right now. It ain't easy to come across nothing right now.
Yeah, like it's some shit you gotta use your head on. Like some shit you gotta use your head about and just really sit down and think like, damn, bitch, this nigga gonna cheat with corona, you don't need him. If you scared he gonna cheat and he's cheating with a goddamn respiratory infection, a bump, damn flu, you need to leave this nigga then. That's the
Right.
Yeah. For some pussy. And that bitch too. That bitch too. She must got some glitter in her pussy because you risking your damn respiratory system.
Black people.
Let's point out that his dick is big. So
Stress lowers your immune system too.
His dick is big. His dick is big. I'm just
Hey, wait. Say that again, Dr. Mike. Say that again.
I said stress lowers your immune system too. Lack of sleep lowers your immune system too. Right? We gotta understand that. We could be healthy, right? Be stressing over some shit and get sick with that. It's the same thing.
Hey, do fucking help your immune system?
Yes, it does.
It does.
It does.
It helps to build up your antibodies and things.
It does.
It helps to regulate your body.
Yeah, and that's what we telling you how it's crazy. We gotta get them
Same way.
Hold, time out. If that's true, why whenever you ask a girl the last time she had sex, she say 6 months?
Who the fuck lies
No, who
like
falling
that?
for that? Who falling for that? No, listen. Go on Twitter. Go on Twitter. Everybody named mama ain't had.
No more. We don't. No, grown people don't lie about sex anymore.
Y'all been out the date.
Listen, hey, Britt. Hey, Britt, you need to put that on the Twitter. Cause, hey, Britt, I need to say it on Twitter. Cause everybody on Twitter has been 3 months, 6 months, 8 months.
And I never do shit like that.
Five. Hey, Neef,
And this year,
what's the go-to number? 5 dudes?
Men asking for the dick way
Oh, it's been
before-
I don't even know how to do it no more. It's been so long. I don't know what to do. It's been so long.
The go-to
Come on,
number.
shorty. Come on,
The go-to
shorty.
number. How many?
Hey,
Oh,
so
five,
Jen,
5 dudes?
Jen, for a woman that says you like to date multiple men, I'm very interested to know, is that something that you really like doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
date them for-
Did you have to
I date them
confirm
for
with your
just one
sisters?
great
She was
thing.
like, "Can I tell him? Can I tell him?"
Hey, area, we don't want you guys to think me and Brittany are into this shit. I like one nigga and one nigga only. You need to put your thing out before she starts talking.
No. Hold on. Hey, Tony. Tony, I got a text from you telling me that don't throw your partner underneath the bus like that. So don't do shit like that. You better rock.
I have no problem with what I do and how I do it. It's me. It ain't ever been them. So it's what I say and what I do. I stand by what I say. So it is what it is. I like women for one thing. All of them for one specific reason, and that's
I
why
think
I'm
that's
talking.
cool. So let me ask you this: you're a woman that do you have any children?
Yes, I have one son.
Okay, and that's all you want, one kid.
That's all.
And then you got your sisterhood, you got your girl, your home girls, and then you got some dick. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
What's the point, nigga?
The point of that is this. The point of that is this.
Britt said that. Britt said that. Britt said that.
What's the point?
Hey, here's the point, Brittany. The point is this. The point is this. Somebody got to serve Jen dick. And 9 times out of 10, the niggas that's going to be serving Jen dick going to have a woman already. Now, somebody still got to serve her dick because that's going to help her behavior. She ain't going to be out here crazy, but she got a sisterhood and the kids. And I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with her going out here and getting her some dick. And 9 times out of 10, she going to be fucking with a nigga that got a woman already. Y'all know that, right? A man. She going to be fucking with a man that got a woman already, yeah. So I'm just saying.
You had it right the first time, too. She like this.
All right. Hey, yo, listen, man. I got, you know.
Yeah,
I know how.
It's a whole spectrum to this.
Like I said, for real, like it has nothing to do with them. I'm me, like I'm always be me, and I personally like my preference is a nigga that already got somebody, because I don't have to worry about all that extra shit. Like I ain't gotta worry about holidays trying to split my holiday with him and my baby, or I ain't gotta worry about him trying to be all up under me because I be like, look, I got my son here. He ain't finna meet nobody right now, so. You know, I'm gonna see you when I see you. Or the texting shit. By the time he get home, all right, we done texting. It is what it is. Like, I still can talk to other people in the midst of him doing whatever he doing. It's still, I do talk to single niggas. I have some single niggas as well.
I want to say thank you, though. Because you saved a lot of ass whoopings, probably. Your vagina saved a lot of niggas from going home and doing stupid shit. And you relieve that stress. So I think
she's a helper.
she's a good person. You need her. You need her around.
They're called helpers. Women that tend to come in that already know that the man has a woman or a wife, tend to be what we call helpers. They tend to come in and either emotional help, physical help, or communication-wise help. That woman is interested in. Her intentions are never to make you leave your wife or girlfriend. Her intentions are only to be a companion for the time being. She fixes you up, helps you out, and then she goes along her way, and you're back into a happy relationship.
That's what Trey said.
So, it's just a perspective. Yeah, if you want to be a helper, if you want to be with somebody, and if you want to be with somebody and know they cheat and keep being with that person, or if you just want to be with a nigga and just
I don't know if when that happens to me, I asked him, why did you cheat? He was like, because I just really needed a helper. I don't know if I'm gonna be okay with that excuse.
Oh, nobody's
I don't.
Okay with.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't.
help her. He ain't gonna say
No,
shit.
he not gonna say he needed a helper. He gonna say you needed a helper. Right? Like you got the words. It's a little twist there, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you needed
The helper.
Hold on. Do you
I was
say
looking
that?
out for you.
Do you say that and step back 3 paces? You gotta give us some space
can't
and
say
say that.
it's
You
always
can't say that and stay close to her. You gotta give us some space when you tell a woman that she need a helper. I believe you gotta give us.
It's always
It
sex.
depends.
Niggas that I talk to, it's not always sex. A lot of guys that I talk to, it ain't even the sex part. They ain't even asking me to fuck. I'm like, look, sir, we need to let me know what spoon I'm gonna feed you with, so we can understand where we going with this. But it's not even a lot of niggas. It's not about the sex part. It's they females change, or it's I want to just talk, or it's a whole lot of
She's a total
different.
listening ass bitch. If you ever had one,
It's a whole lot of shit.
she lends a listening ear.
It's a whole lot of shit.
Do you
It's a
charge
whole
for
lot.
your ear?
What?
No, she don't.
Do you
Need-
charge?
Should.
You need to. Drop
Listen,
your
they-
man,
Listen, they making money off of
should.
feet videos, dog.
Right.
They out here showing they fucking they
Right.
toes and getting a check.
There are fans only pages for feet.
Right.
How do you know?
Like no, just like
You
and be okay.
Nigga, go to Twitter, nigga, and just stroll.
I'm fucking with you.
Nigga will
All you gotta
post
do is stroll.
Brittany, you got a fans only account?
for me?
See?
Yeah.
She needs to.
Fred, wait a minute.
You got all the
I
fans.
just- Wait a minute. Look, I'm about to pause. I'm about to.
Hey, Jordan, I ain't make the list. We ain't got that.
I gotta check the folder. I gotta check the folder. Check the folder.
Share the links in the drop.
So about that audio interface y'all needed, I'll be texting you a little later.
Hey, yo, y'all know I got a couple things outside of what we talking about that I want to get your opinion on before we go. We've been about an hour and a half. Not saying that we going anywhere. I'm just saying. I'm curious if any of y'all had the time to see the Tiger King. Anybody seen the Tiger King in the quarantine time?
Oh, nigga, I saw the Tiger.
I've watched it twice.
I watched it twice too.
I love them.
Oh.
Love them bitch.
Carol
Only
Baskin
white-
is psycho.
No, listen, my man,
Nigga. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I'm sorry.
my man Joe.
It was really interesting though.
My man Joe done shot. He was, only a white man in Oklahoma can get away with what Joe got away with for all them years and not see a judge or a cop or anything.
Joe ran for president. I didn't know that.
Joe
Did
told.
I listen to his song today on YouTube? He has
Which
a
one?
video.
Kitty Kitty?
The whole everything that happened in that series was fucking unbelievable. But it was so crazy you couldn't make it up.
couldn't.
Like honestly, I was like, this is really. I had posted about them having a fucking gay polygamy wedding. Do you know they had a gay polygamy wedding? They all married each other.
Right, but they wasn't gay. Was the next twist?
Yeah.
Like,
If you come in contact with a dick as a man,
You're gay.
no,
You gay, pimp.
you're not hearing what I'm saying. He
what
left
about
his husband for the desk lady that he married and had a baby by.
Talk about the same thing. Don't respond to him on that rude talk.
I did. But we had somebody on our show, and it was after watching this show, Sisters, and the girl on Sisters had the toy, and then the guy wanted her to play with the toy on him, and so we had a guest that told us that she had a guy to take her sex toy because he wanted
stole
her
her
to use it.
dildo.
He wouldn't
Did he
use it
steal her
like a dildo
dildo?
or whatever. And so to me, that's a gay ass nigga.
It is.
But
He
I
is.
found out that there are a lot of women who don't say that that's gay because I guess a man's
Hey Tony. That nigga gay, Tony. That nigga gay.
No, I don't believe that anal play means that you're gay. I
Who
don't.
said that? Who said that?
Rick said
I
that.
don't believe anal play is gay.
Hold on,
Now, if you
hold on.
want to be, if he wants you to like put a strap on and peg him and stuff like that. I know there's some people that think like Jennifer doesn't think anything that a woman does to a man, that means that he just wants a woman, even if he's you're paying
No.
him. If you don't know
No.
what paying means,
No.
he's fucking him in
No.
the ass with a dildo.
No.
But
He's gay.
that is a little bit
And that's
much
perfectly fine
for me.
for him to be that way.
Yeah, it's
But a
probably
lot
fine
of
for him to
dudes
be
like
like
that
that.
has to be A.
Huh?
I ain't never did
I
that.
don't even date niggas.
I have
that
never
touch their
ate
thigh.
anyone's
I
ass.
guarantee you, them niggas that are getting pegged are also getting, they into tranny porn. They're into all of that. They're gay.
Tranny bar.
They're gay.
They're at them bathhouses.
Yeah. And see, and they fucking up the pussy population because when a nigga trying to go, look, dog, nigga get old, nigga don't 35 plus. We ain't really talking condoms, like, let's be real. You want to just slide in something, and she might have a plan B, but you can't because she might like niggas like that. They be fucking that pussy population up.
Hey, wait a minute. This is a new development. You said 35 and older don't really be using condoms. Is it because they're all
Man,
married?
listen. Can I be real? Can I be real?
Excuse me. Hold on, Juice. Hold on,
All
Juice. Hold
niggas
on.
got
Go ahead.
2-year-olds.
Hold
But
on.
I'm just saying, why?
Hey, ladies, we are the children of the 80s. We beat AIDS, so no.
We not using condoms. We not using condoms. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't promote that.
What?
The group chat line does not promote
Hey, listen, bro.
unsafe
Listen, bro.
sex.
Brittany, you're a
We do
student.
not.
Brittany, you're a teacher,
They're
right?
all
Brittany.
different type of condoms. They're all
Because
fun.
there are
They have
sexual
all
diseases.
different
She said they're all
types of
fun.
stuff.
Did she say condoms are fun?
STDs at the senior citizen house, the rest home. There are
So
STDs.
here's my opinion on it. I don't even want a nigga to make me feel so comfortable that he doesn't have enough authority that I even want to try to
I don't
fuck
wanna
with
do it
his
either.
ass. So I don't even encounter niggas that have that much feminine in them to want me to even play with that. Like, nah, bitch, you
Don't-
no.
Don't
If
smack
you
my ass. Don't
fucking
grab
with
my
some
ass.
ass,
Right.
I don't want to fuck with
Don't
you.
fondle
What
my
is
like
this stigma?
my ass is off limits.
Black people
I'm
growing
not
up.
that.
Yeah, like,
I'm not
where's
that.
that stigma
I'm
from?
not that homo. I'm not that
If we were
homo.
not talking about, if we didn't think that, you would. If we weren't taught that, you would not think that.
If y'all niggas
I only
is
have a
putting
problem
your-
with dudes
putting
touching
that
me.
toy
I
in
don't have
your
a problem with a woman smacking my ass or grabbing my ass. I don't have any issues with
I'll
any
grab
of
your
that.
ass to make you go.
Yeah, I don't.
No, you can.
I'm cool.
Smack your ass and say,
I'm
go
not bothered
get
by
it.
that. I'm not bothered.
It's the
I
difference
don't
in
want you
fucking
shoving
your
my ass.
nigga and grabbing your nigga to make him come in you harder, like telling nigga like, come on, get me.
Right,
No,
right,
that's
right,
different.
right. Okay,
Right,
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 right.
Attention.
In the room.
Oh, yeah, you cleared it. Yeah.
I'm gonna smack your ass too.
And
Yeah, no,
I don't
I
date
know.
them types of niggas. I date niggas that got some bass in they fucking voice like that, and I'm not fucking with no nigga that's fucking with your ass, but that shit gay. Don't come at me.
We
with this shit.
understand that, but my question was, if we, or my statement was, if we weren't taught that from little kids that ass equals gay, then you wouldn't feel that way.
You wouldn't
That's not
feel
true.
that way. No, I believe that.
Yeah.
I totally
You
believe
wouldn't feel
that.
way. 'Cause
I
then that's
believe.
like a
So,
taboo.
so
Like,
if
you
you,
would
so if
not
you're in
feel
the
we've
shower
been
and your girl
conditioned.
get out the shower and she slap you in your ass, you offended? I'm not really.
Oh no.
I'm not offended.
Nah.
That's what
No.
I'm saying. I
No,
don't.
I'm not
No,
offended.
but if
anything
she
I
say
do with a
put
woman,
the strap
I
on.
don't think I want to be pegged because I don't want to be pegged. I don't care. If I was
Right.
gay, I wouldn't want to be pegged. So it matters none to me.
Probably right.
You was gay with it? What else are you doing?
Doing the fucking pegging. God damn it. What are you saying?
Oh, you're a pegger. You're a pegger. Okay.
There's a top and there's a bottom. So it doesn't matter what, like, for me, it wouldn't make a difference, right? So I don't want to be pegged regardless, right?
I don't
But
think-
I like women, and I've known for a long, long time that I like women. So I'm not bothered by none of that shit.
I don't think
And
you
I'm
can be
like,
married.
I'm not
No, I don't think you can be married to a man for 5 years and then say, "Oh, I'm not gay." I don't think you can do that.
Just leave that window open to have me thinking like you probably ain't cheating with a bitch. You probably let a nigga fuck you. And if your nigga
Man,
fuck
it's
off
only
on
like
me
that
with
'cause
another
That's a little
nigga,
bit far. I don't know about
yeah,
that.
if my nigga fuck off on me with a nigga, they both gotta die.
Because that's
damn.
Lord, Jesus, Lord.
A woman has no place
Tony.
though. Go ahead.
Oh, Lord.
You gotta die.
That might be the name of the drug.
You never
A
know
woman-
those times. We could have already fucked somebody and fucked the nigga before. We
Hey,
would
here's
never
my
know.
problem though.
You never know.
A
You
woman
never
has no
know.
place to tell a man what his sexuality is, and I hate that because
I
listen,
have, yeah.
women are sexually fluid. Like they'll eat some cat and then go get a baby, so that's nothing to them. But we're not sexually fluid like that.
Hey yo, Dave Chappelle said you can't have sex with a monkey and then go see Darlene on Tuesday. I don't believe you can have sex with Andre and then on Tuesday you and Darlene hanging out.
Yeah.
I think you can.
No, 100% people are, I guess, what they would consider bisexual.
Well, bisexual.
Or spectrum.
Okay, well,
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
You're not gay. I'm not
It's
saying-
possible.
I can smell. I can smell this
Run
conversation.
a gray line. Bisexual runs a
That's why you
really
looking like
gray
this.
line. Because bisexual runs a really gray line. Like with women, it's okay for a woman to have a threesome and it's 2 women and a man. We not gonna think she gay. She freaky, but she ain't gay.
She's not gay.
Sounds like a party.
Yeah,
Listen.
it could depending on the type of bitch, it could be a good time. And
Third
how
woman-
night.
A woman can have sex with her husband and another woman and it's okay. A woman who has sex with her husband and another nigga,
It's terrible.
it's a whole
It's
nother.
terrible for you, the man. It's not terrible for her because we got ego problems.
It's competing
Yeah.
testosterone though. She's never
Right.
gonna respect that man.
Everybody focusing on you. They both
They have got to in our mouth and want another child. Yeah, that's the plan. But I don't even want to be in a room with my
Hey, can I ask y'all a question, ladies?
Is that a common fantasy?
Yes.
2 men.
What is?
For women.
Brittany
Two
said
men.
yes. I don't even know you. What's the question?
An MMF threesome, male, female. That is.
Oh, you in the categories?
I like it. She got frequently searched on Pornhub.
Tony,
She got
Right.
frequently
That's her-
searched.
That's her shit. That's her go-to.
On my TV.
Okay, can I ask y'all a question? Let's say you see 2 groups. Let's say you see a group of like some omegas and they licking their tongue and they stepping and shit. And then you see a nigga to the left of them by himself. Hold on, look. He by himself. Cool nigga. By himself holding his own. Which one do you like the most?
Is that just?
Wait, what?
Is that
I'm
not-
asking
is that
women.
not-
Whoa. No. I'm asking the women. Women, look. You see a line of niggas. They stepping, they licking their tongues out and shit. They dancing. And then you see.
College, not now.
But what I'm saying is, what do you like, the lone wolf, or do you like the men that's in the group that's competing?
That's a good.
It just depends on what they look like.
I don't groups or singles. That doesn't matter to me. Me either.
That's nigga shit.
So here's my point. Here's my theory. The lone wolf wins every time. If you put 2 men in the same room with a woman, that's competing testosterone.
Yep.
One of those men have to submit he has some submit into the other dude. Remember we was on y'all show and them boys was talking about that train shit? And I was like, that shit's gay. But they was like, eh. But they were talking about everything that was happening. And I was like, whether they realize it or not, you're submitting your testosterone to another man. When I'm in the room, it's just me.
And what you gonna do if y'all nigga become the bitch to the other nigga in the room and y'all niggas
Okay, that's a little far.
Y'all letting these niggas have to get you a nigga, get you another nigga, and get another nigga and fuck them separately on different days.
Hey, who y'all thought was gonna win the NBA championship?
That's not even the conversation that's gonna happen. This podcast, cousin.
Yo, that shit just stressed me out, bro. I said, who y'all think will win the NBA?
Hey, Brittany, you said, Brittany, you a teacher though, huh? You teaching? You be
They
teaching?
all teachers. They all teachers.
That's that. Hey, teachers are freaky.
That's a fact. That's a
I
fact.
don't care.
I'm fucking with. I'm
That's a
I'm fucking
that
with you. I'm
word
fucking-
mean because
I
we
was
like
like,
different
that's
types of
a
sex.
No,
That's
I
no
was just.
Ask the
I was
question,
just-
then. What
I
you
was
asking,
trolling.
Jen? What you
That's a
asking, Jen?
fact.
I was trolling.
Jen, what you
I don't know
asking,
what the
Jen?
definition of freaky is. So
You're the sex doctor.
I don't feel like freaky. So what? Like you like different sex. What makes you freaky? What
That's
makes
adult.
because
That's
you
being
going out-
grown.
Yeah,
That's
that's
wrong.
that's sex. Like we're supposed to meet each other halfway to make each other have orgasms. That's just sex. That doesn't make you freaky because you want it in the ass or you want it in the mouth. Like, that shit does not make
But
you
nobody would ever know your nigga was getting in the ass. People would stop sharing. Stop telling what
Because they
y'all
don't respect that man. Them women don't respect that man. Look, listen, let's be honest. I've heard this from a lesbian woman. A lesbian woman said that when she deals with a gay man, she looks at him like he's her. Like she doesn't submit unto him as a different dominant figure. And this is not a political discussion and say what's right or wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about how we view each other, gender, all that sexual, when we're interacting with each other, how we view each other. So I feel like if your woman fucks you in the ass or has you in a situation where she sees you submit to other testosterone or dominance, she'll never fucking respect you, bro.
That's true. That is.
What if that's not what they aiming for? Like I just said, feeding people with different spoons. What if she don't give a fuck about that shit? Like, you don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I'm not here to try to respect you. I'm not here to try to make something happen with you. It's nothing. We're here to
That's
have
fair.
orgasms and then bounce on.
That's
we can
fair.
be friends. We can be blah, blah, blah. But I'm not here for that. You're not here for that.
But see, know what it is too? It's rules to certain stuff. Like, I believe you don't tell another man what you and your wife do or what you and your man do or whatever. I believe if I tell you, yo, homeboy over here, his feet stink. As soon as you see him, the first thing you're gonna think is, oh, that's the boy. He was telling me his feet stink. So I believe in certain things you just don't let people know. Now, if it's just a situation where it's though, like Jen talking, it's just physical and we having a good time, I might share that with somebody I'm cool with as far as a homie. But I'm never gonna speak on what happens in the bedroom with my woman.
That's my number one rule with me. They'll tell you if I get with somebody and I'm really there and I'm coming to their house all the time and I'm talking to my nigga all the time, I don't do all that shit because what we got in our house is what we got in our house. And when you let too many people in it, you let too many people opinions in and then you start fucking your own shit up because you didn't let people have their voice in your shit. So I leave my house in my house. I might tell them something, and I have, and I shouldn't have said nothing. Because then they formed their opinion, and then they was mad, and I was over here like, okay, fuck the shit. I'm over it, and I'm
Hold on,
done.
let me ask y'all this. Me and bro had a conversation, and we was listening to something, we had a conversation. What rules are to, like, let's say, as far y'all all been friends for a long time, you know what I'm saying? So is there rules to, okay, if he talked to Britt 10 years ago, it don't matter, I can't interact with him, and it's been 10 years. Is there rules to that? Nothing happens, period.
We don't date friends.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how. Well, no, mind.
No, I'm saying, okay, so hold on. If Britt was cool with it, was date the guy at 18 years old, and at 31, 32, they ain't had no interaction since being 18.
They gonna fuck.
Is he still off limits?
They gonna fuck him.
Did I fuck him?
Yeah, it depends on if you fucked them.
Yeah. If
Yeah, okay,
just
but y'all was
started,
teenagers.
yeah.
But y'all was young bucks, though.
It don't matter. It matters. It's
not
if
to
you
her.
fuck.
She has different views about that.
Yeah, she does have.
So me and Tony think that that's off limits, but you can explain.
So Jen, how you feel, Jen? Tell us how you feel.
If I ain't have no feelings for him, he go. He go. We ain't fucking around.
Me and you on the same wavelength. Let's say that, Tony. I don't care. I'm not that
I don't care
invested.
about that. I ain't holding on to that nigga. That nigga ain't mine.
No, but what me and you talked.
The rules are.
What me and you talked about was we all know we
you ain't
listen.
fucking without feeling.
Listen,
So like,
you all know and understand. You all know and understand.
That's what I said. That nigga is gold.
so like, even if you have sex with him, someone else can.
I mean, not
We're
yeah,
not
but
sharing.
I said
No, I'm just saying. It has nothing to do with the group chat. I'm just talking about if we weren't the group chat live and had those views. Like, would you be okay with sharing?
if I ain't fucking with that nigga no more,
That's
like,
not. Oh, I didn't say sharing.
nigga from being
I
with
mean,
somebody
if y'all want to talk about that, I wasn't referring to actually sharing.
that nigga that bitch might be sent for him. Why I'm gonna put something on? Oh, you know, I fucked him in 2019. Bitch, for what? That ain't gonna make no fucking difference.
These are the rules. It's Jennifer and Brittany. We got another fake manager league, and I got like 3 other homegirls. No nigga they ever fucked with. None of them niggas go. It's a couple of these hoes we used to be friends. That niggas go. Y'all niggas go.
Not
y'all niggas go.
I definitely don't want to fuck
Y'all
about
niggas
it.
go. Y'all niggas go. Now, how far do y'all niggas go is how far I want to play with you and play with the nigga. So that's where the lines get drawn. Now, I'm 31. I don't play them kind of guys no more because if a bitch do shit to me, I'm on a whole nother type of crazy. But when I was younger, they did go, like a nigga go. But now we older, bitch, we ain't fucking after us. There's too many niggas that want to fuck that be fucking after us.
It really ain't though. It's not a lot of dicks. There's only a few dicks y'all like fucking. You can fuck a crew of friends. You can fuck a crew of friends.
Oh, that's a okay. Wait,
Okay with that.
okay, wait. Now there's
Okay.
a difference in fucking niggas and a nigga's friends, and it's a difference in us fucking.
No. I'm saying
If
one
it
nigga.
was 5 of y'all in a group,
Yeah.
and I met one of y'all at one time, and we fucked around, and we stopped fucking around, and then here we go a couple of months later, you accidentally meet
Okay.
another nigga, and y'all happen to fuck around, and you didn't know y'all knew each other. That you can do that. You can take your L on that shit. Trust me, you can take your L on that shit.
No, but what if you know? What if you know?
What if I can speak on what if you know? If I like your friend now and I liked you then, I liked you then and I like him now. So I'm talking to him fucking now. So that's it. I have asked.
Yeah.
Hey, me and your friend, we thinking about making some shit happen. You cool with it?
Oh, so you gonna have a
If I care
conversation?
or
You
not.
really asked?
Yeah, ask him. If
You shouldn't even don't even ask me. Don't even answer nigga next time.
Everybody.
Give me a pound. Give me a pound.
Women give
Don't
dick
even ask him
reports.
next time. Just go ahead.
Not on three-way, but I called one I was on the phone, I called her, and I was like, well, look, your friend trying to holler at me, so, no, we ain't doing nothing. Ain't nothing going further from here with us.
Aw, you don't respect that nigga.
Hey, listen, ain't no real boy gonna sit back here and say,
It wasn't nothing going on between me and
You
him.
should have chose the friend first.
all right, but listen, the first boy not gonna say,
You chose the wrong friend.
the first boy not gonna say, not gonna admit to you that it bothers him that you messing with the homie anyway.
It's pretty much based off the status though. Like if you ain't nobody,
He not gonna
main
tell
job-
if she call and ask him and he really feel away, he more than likely he not going to give her that by letting her know that it bother him.
That's fair.
Dog,
I
I
feel
got
that.
like 2 girls in my life that are off limits, right? Other than that, like one of them is the one I'm married to. Like
Yeah, that's it.
the other one is not my ex-wife. Like,
But like that baby
that's a
daddy's
flying
gonna go.
fuck, yo.
You said like what? What'd you say, Tony?
Gonna go. Like Teddy baby daddy, we can't fuck with her baby. We wouldn't fuck with her baby daddy. Or like our other friends, their baby daddy. I'm not gonna fuck with your child's father.
Hell, fuck no. I know
But-
that's a fuck nigga.
Niggas out here, yeah, we wouldn't fuck with the niggas. But
I wouldn't even.
so fuck behind. I saw there's too many opportunities. Like females really be out here talking about don't nobody being like DM. Even these mud duck, ugly duckling bitches got niggas in the DM willing to fuck at this house.
You gotta see some.
That's
Some
because
of
they
these-
heavy. They heavy in the
Niggas
back.
to fuck and you
Right.
gotta
There's a reason.
Yo, it's some joints that got fans only.
There's a lot of game plan be happening in the DM.
How do they got fans only? And they got thousands of niggas following that shit.
They be
That's
heavy in
what
the
those
back.
Boy from Memphis say he go down to the DM. I don't know his name because I don't listen to his music.
Well,
You got it?
Got it.
There you go.
Hey man, listen. When y'all get that dick report, cause y'all gonna like if y'all don't want your girl to fuck that nigga, if you don't want your girl to fuck
I don't
that nigga,
tell them to do
I
it.
did. I think at a certain age you
I don't do
don't
reporting.
share like
that's not a part of our
Yeah, that's
friendship.
not a
Like
part.
we might call out and be like, bitch, it was.
he
No.
just fuck Charlie, but
He
I'm not
fucked
gonna be
Shelby.
like,
But that's it. We don't
that's
talk
not
about nothing else because at this point I'm telling you it's too much. First of all, bitch, what you need to know about the dick I'm sucking on? That's A. B,
That's true.
what do you need to know about the dick that I'm fucking on? C, that ain't none of y'all motherfucking business.
It's not.
Like, what do I need to know? Because you
okay,
already knew
why
some shit
not?
that I
Why wouldn't you? Okay, so listen. So when guys get together, we having what they call locker room.
It's fucking immature.
No, it's not because we're immature, Brittany. It's not because of that. It's because when we
Are
get
you
together.
trying to learn some new moves? Y'all talking about all the moves you do?
No, man, like look. Niggas don't get in it like that. But like, let's say you talk to a chick, nigga might be like, oh man, I fucked that nigga, her pussy wet. Like, I fucked the bitch one time, she was a squirter,
I wanna be that
and she
person.
went and she look, she was a squirter, but she went to college with my boy, and I was just like, and I was surprised he never fucked. So he was like, hey Drew, man, I never fucked. She threw me the pussy a couple times, but she fucked you. I'm like, nigga, you never fucked. Oh my god. Nigga, she's a fucking. Oh my God, she top 3. She gotta be. I'm like, dude, hey man. I told that nigga, I said, bro, listen, bro. Before you die, fuck her at least a couple times. I said that. Y'all won't do that.
It depends on the place that you have in your life too.
Outside
You
of
don't
my
tell nobody
wife,
about you.
I'm like real. Outside of my wife, them I don't care about them. Take them. I don't care.
No,
One of those
I don't want to be in that conversation.
I don't want to be in the one.
Hold up.
When y'all
Hold
niggas
on.
come back and have that conversation with us.
Hold on,
Y'all
fellas.
niggas like, oh, that nigga
Hold on,
nasty.
fellas. Because somebody said you can love 5 different women, right?
You
At the
can.
same time.
Mhm.
Okay, so
No, it's
so
just-
you love her, but is she still a girl for the whole world though? For the homies?
If
love
It
as in
depends.
past tense.
if it's gone, then no, I don't
It
care.
depends.
You
Okay.
can.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
told his homeboy to fuck her.
I'll be the best man in your fucking wedding.
Don't get
They're
it
not
twisted,
gonna
yo.
listen.
My
You're
wife
not-
was off
you're gonna be the
limits
odd man
before we got married. Like, don't.
But I'm not gonna do that to nobody.
not
I'm not gonna
announced
fuck
it.
your
Listen,
girl.
dog.
Like, nah.
The truth of the matter is this: if you're dealing with a woman, right? If I
Mhm.
dealt with a woman and then my homie deal with her and they get together and they be together, they're going to X me out of their life.
Not
Oh, yeah.
necessarily.
It'll be a daily part of their life.
Not necessarily.
I don't know. I feel like
I'm
I
not
would be
that-
I'd
I'm
be the
not
best
that
woman in y'all
immature
wedding.
at
Look,
this
you
point
wasn't
in
for
my
me, you
life.
was for
I
her.
don't care. I don't care that much.
Jen, you
It's
Aquarius
I
though.
would be that
Jen,
for
you
you.
that's that Aquarius in you.
I would be that for you. You wasn't for me. That
Yeah,
is
that's
fine.
that's that Aquarius in you.
Fine. I don't care. Y'all supporting
And I'm
y'all.
gonna say this, and you can say whatever you can say.
Listen.
How you feel. I
I'm
don't
too busy to
see
care
my
about
ex
certain shit,
doing
and
none of
it is
that.
certain shit I don't care about
No,
anymore.
Yeah, I don't
the fact
wanna
of the
see
matter
my
is,
ex-nigga do
you
that.
wouldn't, bro. I'm okay. So me and you, if I dealt with him 6 months ago, there's no way you'll touch her. That's just point blank. Period. You're
That's
not gonna
what
build
you
with no
said.
woman.
You're moving the goalposts.
That is what I said, bro.
No, what I said was I don't care what you do. I wouldn't do it
Said,
because
listen,
it's my principle.
I said, listen,
I wouldn't care.
bro. My first statement was, if I was messing with a girl, listen, if I was messing with a woman, and 6 months later, one of my homies ends up messing with her,
Right.
it's gonna X you out of their life.
Right, but that's corny as shit because I wouldn't care. That's my point.
You wouldn't even be with nobody I was with 6
So
months
then
ago.
again, you're moving the goalposts. You say one of my homies, so then you brought it back to me. So which one
Okay.
is it? Like I'm confused.
I'm talking about in your circle. Okay, so I'm not your
But
homie,
you know
I'm
what?
more than
I
that.
see what you're saying.
Right.
Hold on. Let me do
That's
something.
exactly what I'm saying. honey.
Niece.
Okay, all right.
Let me
First of
say
all, don't
this.
call my whole name out. I told you about that earlier. No, it's crazy. I spent the last 2 days in your house and with no smoke. I get back to 200 miles away from you talking real crazy to me. That's not gonna be the move.
Neef, I agree with you. I know what you're saying. So what I'm saying is I'm like real in the sense that I don't care, but I understand the principle. Like if it were you and that was like, I'm not fucking with that shit
I
because
couldn't
it's
mess
just
with
the
nobody
principle.
I couldn't take somebody serious that dealt with one of my homies a year ago. I couldn't be in a relationship with you.
Yes.
I couldn't do it.
What do you
Can I
mean
clear-
dealt with
can
one of your homies? That is a loaded statement.
Okay, all
Right?
yeah.
When you say dealt with one of my homies, like, come on.
Well, then, okay, if one of my real friends,
Yeah, close
Like
friends.
in any like
Right,
if a nigga
right,
took
right,
Brittany
right.
to dinner, if a nigga took Brittany to dinner and then they went on another date and because we, contrary to the belief, niggas really try us.
Yeah.
Niggas
For
really
sure.
DM high out of all 3 of our deals to see who they can catch. Once you DM one,
Dumbest shit in the world.
we tell each other like, bitch,
That's not-
who is my DM?
That's the dumbest shit in the world. I don't get that.
When you come in our
No,
Niggas be
it's
DMing?
not the dumbest stuff in the world. It's
To go at all
really
Bruh.
three
not.
of them knowing they
Yo,
talk.
it's not
Yes.
the dumbest stuff in the world because
That's the
crazy
easiest bucket.
happen.
That's the easiest
Niggas
bucket
coming.
to get.
Then they don't really talk.
Bro,
No, they
Ain't
do.
no woman listen.
bro, first
Hold on,
cousins.
hold on.
First cousins. Don't get it twisted.
No, I feel you on that.
But like if a nigga go with
Let me-
Brittany DM and shoot at Brittany, he has no value to me anymore. If a nigga shoot at Jeannie DM, he has no value to me anymore. Because nigga, you shot at her, she didn't want to fuck with you. Now you shooting at me to see if we go.
The simple fact-
Two perspectives that I feel about it is one, you either shot at me because you was like, oh, that bitch didn't want me, so let me go to the edge of the catch. Or two, you really think we some hoes and really think we on some fucking type shit.
No.
That's what niggas think.
Hold on, let me ask you this.
No, we just trying to see who trying to make the play.
Do the fact that
Right, it's a third option.
That's all.
hold on, but do the fact that you went at do the fact that he went at one of y'all first play a part in it? The fact that he didn't come at you first, do that play a part in your
Yeah.
decision making, even if you like him?
Bro, that's not how. That's how.
No,
that's not
we,
how.
okay,
that's
like,
how
let
set up.
me
I'm not even
like, say
talking to
this
you.
is like,
I was
with
making
the
a joke.
podcast,
Yeah, I was ready to tell you that's
Oh.
not how Instagram is set up.
We-
That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
You got to message somebody first.
We
Right.
do meet niggas. We meet a lot of niggas, and we meet them as a group because we all, even when we go out, at least two of us are together. And we gonna talk and be like, oh, this nigga fine little bitch, bro. This nigga, he my type. We've had that general conversation. So if I hear Jennifer say that and the nigga slide in my DM, I'm not gonna even respond to the nigga. I'm not gonna entertain the nigga or nothing because I know my nigga thought some kind of way about him. Or I'm gonna tell her like, oh, that nigga slid in my DM and just kill the shit. That's the type of person I am because that's
Right.
my loyalty to them. A lot of bitches ain't like that. But I
A
don't
lot
like
ain't
the,
like that.
it's a lot of bitches are not like that. I don't like the friend shit. Like we're real actual friends. When this shit closed and we ain't got no money, we done thugged it out with each other. I'd rather have that than have a nigga that's gonna fuck me this day but can't fuck me this day.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where
Right, like,
you figure
in the
out
same-
who is who and who is not who and who you need to be with. And then a nigga that'll bounce from friend to friend, he'll bounce from bitch to bitch.
Right. Like for me, it's like if we
That's fair.
out somewhere, if we was all single, we was out somewhere as guys, we out somewhere. If Earl said he likes somebody, it's too many women in here for me to be worried about her anymore. Like we not gonna be like Zach Morris and AC Slater fighting over Kelly. Like, no, it's you got Jesse over here, you got
Kelly
Lisa
was
Turner
tough,
over
though.
here. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So I can't expend that energy. To me, a woman
We
that my
are,
brother
we're
like,
able to say the
ain't
same
attracted
niggas
to
are
me no
fine.
more.
We able to say the same niggas are handsome, or we agree mostly on that. But we all ain't dating the same
We
type
don't
of
like
niggas.
the same. Each one of us have like different niggas,
Yeah,
and we
we
date differently,
Yeah.
and we're different types of girlfriends.
Would
Each
y'all
one
let
of
the
us
same dude?
different.
Would y'all let the same dude cut y'all down though?
No. Because we all sexually different too.
Yeah.
All of us have sexual desires different. They like porn. I don't like porn. Jenny with the multiple nigga shit. I ain't with the multiple nigga shit. Brittany wants to have 100% household. I'm not with that 100% household. I might date a nigga that I date a nigga
What
that's
the fuck is 100% household?
Hold on, I got a question.
Because I don't know.
Hold on.
I'm talking about the bills. Like she want a
I got
nigga
another
to pay
question.
everything.
So you said you
wanna be kept. Brittany, you want to be kept.
I did not say everything.
But
Well-
I'm just saying, general statement.
Hey,
Brittany, you
I
wanna be
got
kept?
another question.
You
Another
know,
question.
in the streets.
You
I'm
can be
cool with
kept.
niggas. That's how it is.
I
I
will
wanna be
never
kept.
fuck with a nigga in the streets that's serious. I am
Yeah,
too
she
old.
won't. I'll take a nigga that work in the streets. I'll take that nigga.
So you 31. How old are you, Jen?
32.
How old are you, sister? 100%.
Britt.
31.
I'm 31.
Y'all young.
Oh, so
y'all
y'all.
young.
Oh yeah, so
Y'all
y'all
young.
ain't get it. Oh yeah, all those standards gonna be
Y'all
gone in
young.
like 5 years.
Yeah, y'all young.
he said,
Y'all
oh,
young.
that sounds terrible.
Y'all young as fuck.
If you
Hey.
didn't hear me in the beginning, I said
Hey,
I
good
don't
luck.
even know what the fuck I'm looking for anymore. I'm just looking for something.
Hey, I'm just gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all
Are you
good luck.
looking for a relationship?
I'm looking for nothing.
I don't
Hey.
know what the fuck.
We all know
That's
whenever
probably
you're looking, you never find something worth.
Hey,
I mean,
keeping
I
anyway.
don't have any standards. I'm just here. Except
Yeah,
I do have
that's it.
You got some standards.
You
Come
got
on,
standards.
Hey,
You
Brett,
got
stop it, Brett.
standards.
Hey, Brett,
I think
stop
a
it,
man.
Brett.
I think a man guides y'all to what y'all want.
And you give off all of y'all give off standard vibes.
Hey, Brett.
Yeah, 'cause-
I watch enough of your podcast to know you
Y'all
got
got-
standards. Ain't nobody
Right.
falling for
We
you.
like-
All
we like-
right, stop that.
Y'all got 4 years.
Stop that.
Y'all got 4. Y'all got 4 years left. Y'all got 4 years left.
I think women generally want the same shit though. They want a house. They want provision.
3 or 4 non-negotiables. After that, I don't care.
What's your 3 or 4?
What's your
What's your 3 or 4?
non-negotiables? What's your
That's what I
non-negotiables?
want to hear.
The first one will probably be financial stability. That's the first one.
That's gonna be gone in 5 years.
Who wants to not?
You know, Jordan.
That shit out.
What is Jordan?
Jordan
Hey, yo.
Hey,
Hey, yo, listen, yo.
Be
listen.
original. Be
Hey, listen,
original.
It ain't nothing. Hey, listen.
Go to the
it
next
ain't
one.
not-
Go to the next
It
one.
ain't nothing sexier than a woman who says she want to take you out to dinner, dog. I swear to God. It
Hey,
ain't
bro.
nothing in the world
What are you
sexier.
Oh, boy.
talking about? I'm still waiting for somebody to cook for me. What are you talking about?
I'm
Take
cooking.
me out.
I'm cooking.
Listen,
I'm
hey,
trying to
yo.
make you become
I
my
used to be,
favorite.
listen.
Go ahead, Brittany.
Yeah,
I
we'll
wanna
go.
hear
Let her
out.
What's the
finish.
other
Let her
one? What's the
finish.
other ones, Brittany?
Okay.
Let her finish.
what did I just say? Oh, financially stable. Someone that's can fuck me the way I like to be fucked. I just can't. I can't anymore. Like with you, bitch.
Bitch, now why you gotta say this shit?
Nobody knows his name.
It's a
She said somebody's name. Oh,
His name.
don't say the nigga name.
What's going on?
That was the experience that taught me that. That's what I wanted.
I
That's
think
why.
y'all was showing y'all.
Steve from down the
No.
street. Steve from down the
Next
street.
one. Next one. Next one.
Okay.
What's
No,
your
that's
third
not
one?
how
What's your
it
third
was.
one?
She ain't say nothing real yet.
So money and dick. What's the next one?
Money.
Right.
Dick. And what's the next one? And what's the next one?
Kids,
Fun.
like kids.
Oh, no extensive criminal background. I could do,
What is
jail.
What's
Extensive
what's
mean?
extensive? What's
I
this? Hey,
understand
hey,
that.
cool. Hey, cool. What's extensive?
I don't want no multiple felonies, things of that nature.
You at the wrong club. What club you
So
going
he-
to?
Right.
So if he stole from
You
the
did it.
Dollar Tree, you good though.
Huh?
If he stole toothpaste from the Dollar Tree, you good though.
At what age? Because why the fuck are you still stealing from Dollar Tree if you are over the age of 18?
He not financially stable.
I mean, I got that same charge, but I got that charge when I was 18. I can forgive that.
That's
So
a
I
little
can't
old to be stealing toothpaste.
Hey, you was stealing toothpaste at
Britt-
18?
Hey, Brittany, what you steal from the dollar store? Brittany?
I'm not gonna tell all my business.
Now
No,
hold
he
up, time
wasn't.
out. Time, excuse me,
No,
time out,
Brittany,
time out,
you
time out.
gotta tell us that.
The
Brittany.
late, hold up.
We
hold
like
up,
it.
She went to
Excuse
jail
me.
too. Why?
Hold up, excuse me.
She
Pardon
went to
me,
jail
pardon
too.
You hear that? You hear that?
Your friend, the fuck?
Hey.
That's the
Time
bus.
out.
Just like she been to jail. Just
The
like she
irony-
been
Well, I would never ever steal or go to jail for.
Hold on.
Hey,
The irony
just
in
spent the
this.
night in jail. You can tell just spent the night in jail.
Hey, Neef, hold up. The irony.
I
Hold
was
on.
not their friend when they went to jail. Them house big college stealing. They asked to the fucking go to
I
jail.
just-
Them house had sticky fingers.
I think it's funny that the lady who said she want financial stability was stealing toothpaste at 18. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And you, come on, sister.
That make you dope.
Jordan, when I said anything before 25 don't count because your brain not right.
Okay.
Because at 25, you become a different person.
That's true, because you don't even gotta count people you fuck before
All right, so
25.
Sister
Even
Brittany,
before
what's the
25,
Word? I didn't
What's
know
the
that was the
fourth one?
rule.
what's the
I
fourth
know-
one?
Oh, whoa. The fuck up. Hold on. I heard some shit. What the fuck did you just say?
Let
You
us
said you ain't gotta count the niggas before 25.
Anything before 25 doesn't count because they can pass.
Oh.
A nigga one is not 25 when he's
Hell
25.
no. They
Hey,
count.
listen, I'm counting
That-
everything from birth.
Most women that are 25
Everything
have
from
their
birth
own
is a
race.
number.
There's a few of us that
No,
have.
no lie though. When I turned 25, something did shift.
Yeah,
Like something I don't know what
asking numbers though.
25.
I started
25 to
making
29.
a lot more responsible decisions. I wasn't just like doing anything.
Ooh, yeah, I know. 25, 29, them be like my favorite batch of chicks. They think they gonna get it right, but they never ain't gonna get it right.
You know, when you're 22,
Ooh.
23, 24, you ain't making good life decisions. You fucking niggas that you know damn well you shouldn't be fucking with, but that nigga got good devil's deep. So you fucking with that nigga. I'm 31 now. That nigga got toxic traits. I ain't fucking with
I
him.
can't not with the
Because
toxic.
I can't. I got
She's
several-
lying.
All changed for y'all in
She's
5
lying.
years.
First of all,
Who's
you
lying?
lying. First of all, you
No,
lying.
I'm not. You haven't met the level of
Yeah.
crazy.
I want to know more about you, sir.
He dropped that hammer
Who,
off.
Jordan?
She dropped that
Yeah.
hammer
Jordan.
on
Who
toxic
are
traits.
you? Where'd you come from? Where'd
Don't
you
tell
come
her,
from?
Jordan.
You weren't here last time.
I probably was at work.
What you do for a living? What do you do for a living?
Don't answer that question.
How much money you made?
I'm financially stable.
Hey, what you do for a living?
I'm financially stable.
Y'all better be careful. Jordan had y'all
Who
with all
was
things
your
on their account.
Hey,
Valentine,
Juice, you keep talking about what Jordan had to lie. Let's talk about what Jordan had
My
to lie.
wife.
What you talking about, brother?
Oh,
My bad.
Jordan.
My
Jordan
What
bad.
you
My
do for
bad.
a living? You still
My
skipped
bad.
over my goddamn
I'm just
question.
joking.
I steal toothpaste.
Good job, Nate.
Well, you're ratchet.
Real good job, Nee. Thank you.
I never stole any toothpaste. But anyways, and I tell people I went to jail for arson because it sounds better.
Oh, so you in jail, you be like, I'll burn some shit down.
We
When
like
you in the
classy
bullpen.
ratchets.
When you're in the bullpen, I burn some shit down.
We like classic ratchets.
We like that.
Criminal experience.
I like that.
Can
Let
I-
me
Can I
Speak
clear
for
one
myself,
thing
I like
before we
that.
leave?
I'm
Before we
with
get
you.
off, can I clear one thing? I
Go
want to
ahead.
clear up a statement that bothered some people. From the last episode, I want to
thought we
clear
already
something
talked
up.
about
No. No. I gotta clear this up. So for married men, I'm not advocating for married men to cheat or have multiple women, but I am advocating. I was just basically talking about how as a married man, you need to not reinvent yourself, but remember the old you, the cool you, the nigga that was flying cool. Be that nigga. Be the nigga that your lady fell in love with and be desirable and do that. I'm not saying, hey, go out
We
here
the
and do.
same way. That's why that nigga cheat.
Hey, Tony, where you going? Hey,
If that
listen.
bitch that goddamn told us that she wasn't gonna listen to our podcast, fuck you. We don't need you anyway. And since you ain't gonna hear this, right?
Some
Exactly. Nobody.
I'm checking.
Fuck out of here.
Hey, yo,
It was-
listen. Next,
It was
Oh,
so
was it
much.
the
And
was
if
it
you listening,
the
thank you for listening.
was it
Hey,
the
Brandon,
genderly what was she like ambiguous? She was like ambiguously straight or gay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Snoop,
she was,
Snoop Boys, can I call her one?
It's
You
a
know
word
what
for
I'm
that.
saying?
Twitter, hey, Neef.
Fuck outta
Neef,
here,
you got
yo.
Twitter popping, dog.
Androgynous.
Oh, you got Twitter popping.
Androgynous.
Yeah, androgynous.
She
Hey.
definitely looked androgynous. I didn't know what it was. I was like, damn.
Hey,
Fuck
Jimmy,
outta here.
listen.
I'm the one
Next time we
podcast
do
I ain't
this-
listen to. Bitch, this
Next
goddamn
time we do this, I want
coronavirus
y'all
will
to-
have everybody listen to our podcast.
Right,
Next
right.
time
Well,
we do
listen.
this, we going off for y'all. We going off for y'all next time. Next time we do this, I want y'all to come up with everything, and we just gonna rock with y'all. Y'all answers whatever y'all want.
We ain't organized enough for that shit. We are. Stop
Or
don't
we-
do us like that.
Or we can just talk for, or we can just
how
talk for 2.5
organized we can
hours.
be. Just seeing how organized we
Yeah,
can be.
just
Listen.
so we professional.
Yeah, the show good.
Listen,
And
I had
shout out
two
to
things
Juice.
on my
We
list.
wanna,
I had two things on my list this episode. So
We want to shout out Juice. We want to thank y'all so much. Juice came through at our last recording and helped us with our audio and even lended a mic and everything.
You still on that shit, bitch?
That her ADD is a fucking fool.
What she say?
Go ahead. But we want to really thank Juice. We appreciate y'all for having y'all on the show. I'm Tony B.
I'm Jim Bunny.
oh, y'all just ended it. Did y'all just end the podcast?
Oh!
Y'all just ended the podcast? Okay, solid.
I would say I welcome.
Exactly. We don't have them type of problems.
Look, they
Yeah.
came in, wrecked shit, and left. That's what
Fucking
y'all
right.
just
Now
did.
look, for all these people that's gonna watch this on YouTube and be mad, our Instagram is group chat live _ It's group chat _ live.
Okay,
Y'all can
right.
DM us and let us know how you feel.
Group chat
But don't
_
DM all
live.
three of them, and you gotta mix it up when you DM them because you never know which one you gotta get to first, right? If you do it in alphabetical order,
All our phones get
All of us get the messages. I see them all. I read them all. Screenshot you all.
Yeah.
Hey, we finna have
What y'all
Twitter.
what y'all think about
jumping.
brothers talking? What y'all think about us?
It's
Y'all have really pretty teeth.
and good jobs.
We don't know about Jordan.
We don't know about Jordan. We know the rest of y'all got good jobs.
Oh,
No, Jordan, they told us that.
Jordan
They
is
told us.
no, she said good jobs.
Jordan is that
Pretty
class got in
cheap.
the classroom. He got to sit next to the teacher.
Yeah, that's
You
Jordan.
got shut up for the day.
Yeah, you gotta hold his hand all goddamn day.
Don't leave my sight.
Yes, we are here.
Don't
Well,
move.
Y'all ended the podcast.
Ooh, did Jordan leave? Because we need him to hit it. Because I don't see his shit right here. I don't see his.
But we like y'all podcast. Y'all cool or whatever. Y'all get an older, the older brother perspective on the married man perspective, because you know we have a lot of single niggas that we encounter, a lot of niggas that are in relationships but single, a lot of married single niggas, a lot of niggas in a lot of messes and all that shit, and they lie. So you guys are pretty honest.
They lie.
They lie.
They lie. And they lie. And they lie.
Come here, baby.
You want to see the group chat live, dog? Come on.
Yeah, let's see him.
He ain't a killer, so
Oh, y'all just talk like that. Y'all, oh, yeah.
Bark when nobody at the door.
with each other.
Don't emasculate that dog, yo.
Oh my God. After we
Like,
just
help.
gave y'all fucking compliments, y'all want to talk shit.
like, hey, do y'all still on Instagram? Ooh,
Classy ratchet.
Thank y'all for letting us on and letting us come on, y'all.
Y'all family. Y'all always welcome.
Thank you. And if the corona is over, when it's over, we will be celebrating our 1 year, and we want to invite y'all and y'all audience out to the great state of Texas.
Oh, we
So
go.
yes, in the great state of Texas. And we're gonna show y'all how
I give you a free twerk.
Yeah. But we like dollars, so hey, your one's ready.
What?
Classy ratchet.
A free twerk.
But we have
Doesn't
fun,
nobody
so-
listen to that.
But other than
We
that, we
there.
good. We're gonna do our out. We're gonna end it for y'all because Brittany gotta go. So I'm Sony B.
I'm Jen.
Again, be sorry to get this. Y'all have a good night.
Classy ratchet.
This is
The group chat live.
You're not being professional. So
Hey, but if you don't hit the
Put
top
on the,
button,
put on the t-shirt.
They don't have any closing remarks. They have some.
Oh, do y'all have closing
We can't
remarks?
close their show. It's their show.
Look, do y'all have closing?
yeah,
We do. We just gonna let y'all go. I ain't mean to meet y'all.
yeah. We just
That was
tell
my
you,
mistake. It was by the
we end
remove
it.
button.
we just end it and say we love each other, and we dip. We give a brotherly love, and then we get off.
That's
Right.
definitely
Oh,
what
y'all
it
just.
is. No, we say love y'all. Talk to y'all.
Yeah, love y'all. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
well, say
Oh,
that.
that is so
Y'all can
sweet.
find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And YouTube.
don't call it sweet.
Oh, that is so
so
sweet. We don't say I love you.
So sweet.
Twitter gonna be jumping tomorrow. Y'all better be ready.
Take the,
I am.
Check 'em
And hey, Twitter, it's me. Y'all be talking to. So be blessed.
Yeah, definitely it's Tony.
It is me. I'm gonna let y'all do it because I don't want them to flag our account. But y'all know I can be one.
Mm.
All right.
Wait, what? I'm
All
gonna
right,
let
love y'all. Love y'all, boys.
Man.
because they gonna